Live in conjunction with Lock TV and Raw Live Studios. It's the Dames Marvs Show with Frankie J. And here's your host, Dames Marvs.
Like if you're in there. Oh, Billie Jean. This is 2 shows in a row. You flat out lied. Liar. Frankie J. Still sick. Ben Shrewsbury. Different kind of sick. How you doing today, Ben?
Can confirm, different kind of sick. I'm here. I still work here somehow.
Thanks for filling in again. I know that Frankie's in a lot of pain, and I will let him explain it all when he gets back here, but different kind of sick, different kind of pain. Welcome back, Ben. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day.
I'm not in any kind of pain today, actually. I get to do this show again, and I like doing this show, so.
Do you know who our guest is today?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to show it real quick. This is a guy. Look at these faces. I mean, come on. Oh, it's the same face, but you know that you're going to have fun when that's your.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have chosen any number of faces exactly like this because that's what's on his Facebook page. But AJ Chambers, legend. We'll get to him in just a second. But let's talk about the Hall of Fame baseball. Yesterday they inducted 2 people, Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones. After 9 years of eligibility, Andrew Jones finally gets in. Of course, legendary center fielder for the Braves, which is why I'm wearing this hat. I couldn't care less about Carlos Beltran. Apparently, Ben thinks he's a cheater.
No, he is. He was involved in the Astros cheating scandal. If you were involved in that, you don't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, all right. Fuck Carlos Beltran. Fuck you, Carlos Beltran, you fucking cheater. Andrew Jones, legend. Finally, he was my number one, like, why the fuck are you not in the Hall of Fame guy? And he got in. I don't know if you saw this, but Felix Hernandez, 46.2%, I think, in his second year of eligibility. He's climbing the ladder. I think we have to get to 75, right?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think that it'll happen, but he's getting closer.
I mean, his case is interesting. I would probably vote for him if I had a vote, but I definitely don't. So
I would absolutely vote for him, and I'd also be calling anybody else that I knew that had a vote and be like, come on, the King Felix, dude, King's Court.
I actually think that's against the voting rules.
No, you can lobby. You could take out a newspaper ad if you wanted to. Hell yeah. Ben, do you know what state this is?
I think that's Idaho.
Oh my God. First shot. I didn't think you were going to get it. I thought you were dumb.
No, I'm pretty good at geography.
Geometry was never a strong suit for me.
Oh, we know.
I said geometry on purpose. I know it's geography, but
yeah.
All right. Let's get to the business. He said he would join us for birthdays. We usually do birthdays right now, but let's get him up here. This guy is the owner, proprietor, CEO, creator, founder of Hodgebob Productions, which we will get into. He is a low-budget filmmaker. And I'm not saying he couldn't make a high-budget film. We're going to talk about that too. But this is AJ Chambers. Welcome to the show, buddy. Yeah, get it.
How's it going?
I think that is probably the greatest intro into the world of the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's talk birthdays. You can go ahead and eat if you have some comments on this. What are you drinking there?
Oh, this is a Monster I snagged from work.
Ooh la la. All right. So today's birthdays. There's not very many, and they're not super exciting. But this one I love. All right. You know who this is, Ben?
Why do you always ask me? I have no
Because you're a
idea.
young guy that doesn't really know a lot about. I bet AJ knows who that is.
Yeah,
AJ, take a stab.
that's Gina Davis.
You know how old she is?
I'm looking it up right now. So
No, take a guess. Take a guess.
I don't know. She's got to be in her 60s, right?
She's 69, dude.
Oh, nice.
She was, of course,
AJ made the joke before I could.
she was in Thelma and Louise, most famously. Earth Girls Are Easy with Jim Carrey and Jeff Goldblum and Damon Wayans, I believe.
A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks and Madonna and
Oh,
Rosie O'Donnell.
The Fly.
The Fly, yeah. Again with Jeff Goldblum.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, dude, this chick, she's got some. She was on Roseanne too, I believe.
Was she?
She was.
Like a recurring character?
I believe she was part of the
What?
first lesbian kiss on television.
Oh.
True or false,
With
ladies
what's her
and gentlemen?
face? I don't know.
We got comments up. Deb Croft is in the house. You guys, make sure that if you are watching, that you share this out because AJ's time is worth it. And want to get
share
as
it
many
right now.
people checking him out, which is kind of the point. To get people interested and involved in what AJ's got going on, as well as to see the misery that is Ben Shrewsbury, and maybe keep coming back to watch my show.
Brother, I just work here. What
I
do you
know.
mean?
That's what you're here for, guy. I mean, you gotta absorb these blows, bro. Okay. All right. So share it, comment if you've got a comment. Fact check us when you feel appropriate. I do believe that was the first lesbian kiss on television. And even the more I say it, it sounds right to me. All right. Hakeem Olajuwon from the Rockets. Any guesses on how old he is, Ben?
He's got to be 60 something, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Nigerian Nightmare, I believe.
What is he? 67, 68, somewhere
He's
in there.
62. He's only 62.
I forget. He kind of retired young, didn't he?
He could still play. No, probably not.
I don't know. Have you seen him recently? He does kind of look like he could still play.
Okay. I mean, I think David Robinson could play. What about him? You know who this is?
The face looks familiar, but the name is not coming to me.
What about if I go, Caribbean Queen?
That doesn't help me.
That's Billy Ocean. He's 75. Happy birthday, Billy Ocean. This one's one of my personal favorites. Do you know who this is?
Another face that looks familiar, but I couldn't tell you who it is.
Yeah, he's no longer with us. This is Paul Allen, co-founder of Microsoft. 1953, he passed away in 2018. Why do I say he's one of my favorites? Because he was the owner of the Seattle Seahawks and the Portland Trailblazers while he was alive. When he passed away, he gave those responsibilities to his sister Jody Allen, who will be raising the 12th man flag before the NFC Championship game this Sunday. Wow.
Remember when everybody thought she was going to sell the team and that never happened?
Well, she's supposed to. She is not the owner of the team. She's the steward of the team, and her responsibility is to make sure that it is sold to somebody who would run it as if Paul Allen were still alive. That's her responsibility. But she hasn't done it yet. And I don't think there's a timeline for her to do it. So as long as she does it during her lifetime and fulfills Paul's wishes on the kind of person that it goes to, she's in the clear. And she's made some amazing decisions like firing Pete Carroll and getting Mike McDonald, who's just been incredible. All right, we got one last birthday, and we'll get to the action. You know who this is?
You're getting a lot of faces without names that I can put to them today, Damon.
This is Benny Hill. Are you aware of a little thing called the Benny Hill Show?
Cue the music.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Are you trying to get us DMCA? No, I have no clue what that is.
It's basically he was a sexist pig, really. The Benny Hill show was basically scantily clad women.
Who wasn't back then?
Who isn't now? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I'm right here.
As males, like we have to admit that we have like a built-in misogyny. I mean, it's part of our DNA, and all that we can do is really try and make sure that we are better than it most of the time. But it's there. It's there.
I'm a full-on feminist, man.
Well, and I'd like to believe that I am too, and I think that's how we correct those natural tendencies. Benny Hill, 1925 to 1992. He had a show called The Benny Hill Show. And like I said, it was most of it was in fast motion, like running around things. And I only watched it a handful of times, but I was like, I could love this. I could really love this show. Hey, there's Frankie. Hey, he can't talk in real life, but he can type with his fingers.
Frankie
Welcome.
says he loves pink, which
He
we already knew that.
Well, we need to mention it in every show, right? That's part of the whole deal. All right, AJ, let's
part
get
of-
to business.
The agreement for Frankie to do the show.
Are a number of things. You wear a lot of hats in what you do, but before we get to all of that, I want to know about your family life. Is that cool?
Okay, sure.
You are married.
Yes.
How long are you married for?
This is. Hang on, let me think.
Uh-oh.
We just did.
She's watching.
I know. I think we just did. Is it 13 or 14 years?
Wow.
But yeah, we got married on 11/11/11.
And how old are you?
I am 41, about to be 42.
So you guys are going to hit like the 70-year mark, the 70-year anniversary. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. And you got children.
Yeah. 2. Both like preteen girls. Well, technically one's a teen now. I got a 13-year-old and a 12-year-old.
And what do they think of what you do?
I mean, some of the subject matter is not for children, so it's like
Nonsense.
They know they know what I do, but they don't watch it, and it's just kind of like they know that it's inappropriate, so they don't talk about it. So,
What, you mean Orgy of the Dead is not child appropriate? Or perhaps it's fantastic sequel, Orgy of the Dead 2?
Orgy of the Dead is a 1965 cult classic, man. Ed Wood.
And we will talk a lot about that because it's definitely on the list of things. So, okay. They never asked to be in any of your movies?
Oh, they have been in them. Well, the first thing that we did with them was during the pandemic. I had just got my new cinema camera, and I wanted to shoot something, and we couldn't do anything. So I was like, okay, the 4 of us are making a movie, so we made a short film, and that's on YouTube right now. It's won a couple awards. It's called Dad Made Eggs, and basically, my dad had brought over this big old goose egg, and in the short film, I lay the goose egg. I squeeze it out. It's all slimy. I crack it open, cook it up, feed it to their kids.
So where do ideas like this come from, sir?
I don't know.
Are you? I mean, I feel like you're Stephen King without a conscience sometimes. Is that fair?
Sure.
Am I being too harsh?
It's just a lot of pop culture running through my brain,
Do you ever? This is not on my list of questions, but do you ever come up with an idea and just be like, "Oh man, I can't. I just can't."
No, because I can. That's the great thing about being independent. You can do whatever you want.
Man.
If somebody has a problem with it.
I love the unapologetic nature of what and how you do. Do you ever worry about people being on board to help?
No, everybody wants to help. I mean, I've had to turn down people because there's so many people that want to be a part of it, you know?
So here we have a guy who comes up with ideas, and he's unapologetic for whatever's in these ideas, and he has to turn people away because there's so much help ready and available for it. That is, I don't know that everyone has your story, sir. Speaking of your story, your name is A.J. Chambers. Andrew what?
Joseph.
Andrew Joseph Chambers. And that is the same name, A.J. Chambers, as a porn star.
Yes.
And you're aware of this.
Well, that's when I signed up on IMDb. I was going to put AJ Chambers because that's what I go by. But I wanted to be the one and only, and some porn star has my name. That's not his name. That's your porn name. That's my real name, man. So
Do we know if he's a successful porn star under that name, or
I
perhaps
don't think so, because I mean he may have been, but I don't think anything new has popped up in there. So
That's hilarious. Just some
Nice pun.
retired, just some retired, washed up porn star stole your name on IMDb.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And now, so I had to, and I was thinking about it today. Like I used my legal name, and I should have come up with a fun stage name, and I could have just done AJ spelled out like AYE and JAY.
Oh.
That would have been great.
Yeah, oh well, yeah, and to do it from the beginning. Speaking of
Yeah, it's too late to
IMDb,
rebrand.
IMDb, I think I have. Yeah, I'm looking at my IMDb page right now,
Yeah.
and I am known for being a composer on After School Lunch Special 2, Sloppy Seconds. Of course, that was the coffee commercial, I believe.
Yeah.
That
That was a good commercial.
I was really proud of it, and then I found out it was a real coffee place.
Yeah.
And then I've got Babezilla versus the Zombie Horde. Horde with your more well-known spelling, WHORDE. As Strip Club Guy. Now this is where it gets funny. Lust Magic and the Witch's Sabbath. Not anywhere related to Babezilla and the Zombie Horde. But I'm still Strip Club Guy.
It was a crossover.
was
Same universe.
This is the. Do you have a name for your universe? Like Kevin Smith's View Askew? Askew-niverse?
I don't know. I guess it'd be the Hodge Baba verse, right?
The Hodge Babaverse. I love it. I love it. And then CF3. Which you are on there. I guess been there, shot that. And I don't know how to add stuff, but I got to add this. I got to add the movie shelf, a bunch of other stuff. But looking at yours, it's getting lengthy, sir.
Yep. We've been doing one feature a year and then a bunch of shorts.
So, do you get excited when you get to add a new entry to your
Oh, yeah.
page?
Hell yeah. And I love how mine looks, you know? Like
I do too. Because it looks like exactly what your film resume looks
Yeah.
like. Like you can have all of them on the shelf together and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that. So you also add every time you have somebody do something, you create a page for them. Is this correct?
Yep.
And then you always, you're responsible for filling in the details on my 3 things with you, which I'm very grateful for, by the way. We were just talking about this before the show. In a film called, Lust Magic and the Witch's Sabbath, you had a GoFundMe. That's not what you use?
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And on that, you can help fund the film by purchasing a package of goods that you will get in return for your donation to the film. Yes?
Yep. Perks.
And how do you come up with these perks?
Well, for a lot of them, I just kind of look at what other film companies are doing, you know? It's just what's popular, what gets sold, you know? And then, I don't know, I try to come up with something fun and new.
Yes, and so one of those perks was, and I think it was fairly reasonable. I think it was like $150 I paid to be killed on screen.
Yeah.
Now, when you're
Who doesn't want that?
yeah, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to be like if you're gonna be in a movie, you want to get killed in it, right?
Oh yeah.
And when you're drawing this up, you can't tell the person exactly how they're gonna die.
Yeah.
In this, you're just like, we'll get you killed. You know, you pay us $150, we'll find a way to get you killed in this movie. So mine turned out to be incredible. All right, and I'll tell you guys this: I was in a complete white jumpsuit that is now destroyed, absolutely destroyed. As strip club guy, and they had this old fire extinguisher, like I don't know what years it's like 50s.
Actually,
60s?
it is brand new.
Really?
I bought it for that movie.
So they use that now?
Yeah, it's a water fire extinguisher. So it's a specific type of fire extinguisher.
Okay.
So like, you can't use water on electrical and shit.
Right.
That would be like the chemical fire extinguishers. I guess this would be for like, I don't know, wood or something. But it's meant to spray water.
Okay. So these guys fill it, and that's gallons, I'm assuming,
Oh yeah.
with fake blood, and they rig it through my shirt. And here's what I've got, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a naked woman with her breasts on the back of my head. And she's a gorgeous woman, let's be honest. What's her name?
God, don't put me on the spot with names.
I'm on the spot with names. Anyway, then in front of me, I've got a completely naked woman.
Yes.
Morgan.
Millum now, or yeah.
Yeah, okay. And the girl behind slits my throat. They activate this, 5-gallon thing of blood, and my neck blood squirts out onto the fully naked woman standing right in front of me.
Completely covers her from head to
Yeah,
toe.
I mean, for like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
I want to know where the idea for this scene came from because this sounds both genius and insane at the same time.
Well,
and
It's
There you
a
go.
it's it's a witch's Sabbath, so they needed a Well, I wanted to put a sacrifice to make it.
So little did I know that when I was paying this $150 just to kind of help my buddy and be like in the movie, that I was going to get this just one of the coolest things that I can ever recall happening to me. Because I'm sitting there like, trying to act like I'm dying, and there's a naked woman in front of me getting splashed with water that looks like blood, and it's in the middle of the night, really. I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning when this is happening in the woods, and I'm like, life doesn't get any better than this, folks.
well, that's when the best filmmaking is done. Is at 2 or 3 in the morning in the middle of nowhere.
The witching hour, if you will. Hours.
I remembered who it was. It was Jessica.
Jessica. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous woman.
Yeah, she cut your throat.
And it was a real knife.
It was, but it was dulled.
Doesn't make me feel any better. I was still like,
It could only hurt you if she fell and stabbed you.
That's So, anyway,
Well, you were in the woods. Anything was possible there.
Yeah.
the short end of this long story is always buy the perks, okay? Buy the perks that put you in the film. There are other perks that put your name on things, but even if you're not somebody that wants to be on film, it's just the coolest thing to be able to own a movie that you're like, I was in this, and I have it. It's right on the shelf back there.
And it's streaming.
It's streaming. Where can
Lots
we
of
see
people
it?
can watch it.
Where can people see?
This I can never, because it changes all the time. It was on, what was it on? I mean, if you just search for the title on like a Roku or something, it'll pop up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get it.
And I don't really get updates most of the times from the distributors, so it just moves
Well,
around.
how do you know what? How do you know? And maybe that you're like gonna be like pay. How do you
Oh
know what to
no.
get paid?
Well, that comes when you get paid. You get a list of where it was and what you got from that
I would
company.
think they would tell you as it moves around. So if you do any promotional stuff, you can say where the thing is.
Yeah, see, a lot of times I just have to watch and do it myself. I
That's
Google my
seems
movies a lot.
that seems silly and counterproductive to me.
There you go. This is
It's right there.
the young woman on the left of the screen
Mhm.
is the one that was standing right in front of me for my blood bath.
Morgan Milam,
And the guy that's there is the devil. That's Ari Lehman, and
first
he
Jason.
was the first Jason Voorhees,
He was the little boy in the lake.
the little boy in the lake, and he's made an entire life out of that.
Yeah, that's
That one, that's crazy.
his band is called First Jason.
First Jason. Now, you've had a number of cool people pop up like that in your films. Lloyd Kaufman. Go ahead and explain your relationship with Lloyd Kaufman and Tromaville. I see you got the Tromaville sign
Yeah.
behind you. How
So
did that come about?
I mean, I've always been a Troma fan, and my very first movie, I was like, we got to get Lloyd Kaufman. You know, if we're gonna get anybody in this that has a name, it's got to be Lloyd Kaufman, president of Troma Entertainment, creator of the Toxic Avenger. So, and I mean, we had no budget at all. Like, technically, all my movies are no budget because they're usually under $10,000. But I didn't have any money, really. But I did offer it. I did pay him, but he just did a voiceover for us, so I didn't have to fly him out. You know.
Mitch.
Yes, he was Mitch, the giant tapeworm. Comes out of a guy's butt, talks him into killing people.
What?
It's a big puppet.
That would be after school lunch special that he's
Yeah,
talking about?
1 and 2. I believe I have that puppet around here somewhere.
This is not a story I've ever heard. Please keep going.
Well, do you know about Troma and all that? Troma
I
is,
think me and AJ talked about it a little bit when he was
it's
on my
his
show a
film
couple years ago.
house that he creates all of his movies under Troma, and then he's got the Tromaville, which would be his universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got what's the streaming platform?
Troma now.
Where you can watch all of his movies, and your movies are
All of my movies except for Orgy They Did 2 are on there.
and that's quite an accolade, dude. Honestly, yeah. Sorry. Look at we got Tony Kimball in the Hay House.
Woo!
I'll get to him right now since he's watching. My question is, and I have a feeling that it's going to be Tony Kimball, and maybe he hasn't had the same role in all of your films, but who do you lean on the most when you're making a film and you've got your responsibilities? Who do you lean on? What's their title, and who usually takes that role on? And what do
Okay.
they do?
So it's my wife, Sonia.
Okay.
So she is always there and always keeping people not only safe, which because I can't do that. Like I have trouble thinking about other people anyway. But when I'm busy, you know, like I'm not thinking like, oh, are these people warm? Are they, you know, like
Fed.
fed, protected? You know, like are these naked ladies? Do they need covered up in between takes? You know. But yeah, Sonia's always there to do that, and she's always keeping the production moving too. She's,
That's
you know,
awesome.
she's there to work.
She's a hero.
Yeah, we call her
She
the
ain't getting
stepmom.
paid.
No,
AJ, halfway joking question. How many movies do you think have been saved by Sonia just merely being there?
I don't know. Well, I mean, it depends on what, because she puts out fires before they start. So
So you have no way of knowing.
yeah.
there could have been 7 fires that you never knew about that
Yes.
were just extinguished before you even had a chance to worry about it.
That's right.
All right. So, yes, somebody's getting love in the chat. And I just want to, for everybody that's just realizing that Frankie isn't there today, and then doing the, oh my God, face. He's dealing with some illness. And hopefully he'll be back Friday. And I'll let him explain everything. It's not really my place to violate his HIPAA.
Yeah, we're not gonna violate HIPAA on
But
this show. We violate just about everything else except HIPAA, but not.
Is
not
alive. He's in the chat. He's just not. He can't talk right now. That's what it comes down to. Yes, and Deb says you got yourself a good one, AJ. She is.
Oh,
great.
yeah.
She really is great. Anyone that's worked with her would probably say the same thing. What got you started in? I mean, obviously we all grew up watching movies, and
Yeah.
everyone has a dream at some point. Hey, Lee.
Always been a fan of movies like this, like the low budget, the sleaze, the monsters, and just most of the stupid shit we watched in the 80s and 90s, so I always tell this is pretty much how it came to be, because I would always thought, like, if I had the time, if I had the money, I'd make movies. And then one day I was watching Troll 2. And I was like, you know what? I don't need time or money. I can do this. We can do this on the weekend,
Yeah.
If you need further confirmation that you don't need time or money to do it, go watch The Room with Tommy Wiseau. You'll receive further confirmation.
Honestly, there was a lot of money that went into that.
Yeah, too much.
Too much money, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a whole nother disaster.
Yeah, you can't piss on hospitality.
I won't allow it.
I won't allow it. Anybody ever see Troll 1?
Yeah. It's not as memorable. Honestly, because it's not terrible.
I mean, just watch Troll 2. You don't even need one.
One's a good movie, but it's not as memorable.
It's definitely not as memorable. And, God, I wish I could remember the dude's name. We had him on CF3, and we talked to him, but I can't remember his damn name.
The troll?
No, the main guy.
The main guy.
He's like a dentist in real life.
Harry Potter, right?
What's his name?
Harry Potter.
That can't be his name.
It's his name. I'm telling you, Harry Potter.
I gotta look at Troll 2 cast.
Oh, Troll 2. I thought you were talking about Troll.
George Hardy is his name. He's a dentist.
Is that the kid?
No, it's the guy that says...
Oh, the dad. Okay.
Yeah. He's the one that delivers the famous, you can't piss on hospitality.
Okay, I've never seen this movie, but I do recognize the poster now that I Googled it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's famously bad. But it's so bad that it's good. I mean, yeah, George Hardy, thank you.
I actually saw the documentary. What is it? The worst movie ever made or something like that.
Fascinating documentary.
And I saw that before I saw the movie. I immediately went and watched Troll 2.
What's your favorite of these sleaze? You called it, and that's the perfect word for it. Perfect word for your movies as well.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sleaze film? From the
That's really
80s,
hard
90s,
to say.
70s, whatever. I mean, I know it's tough because
It's really hard to say. Because if you break it down even farther, I could give you my favorite trauma movie.
Okay.
And that would be, what's it called? I love it so much. I can't remember what it's called. Terror Firmer. Because it's like a spoof of an actual trauma set. Like it's them making a movie. I fucking love that one.
Yeah, I liked Well, I love Toxic Avenger. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Toxie rules. I think
My
I
roommate
think of,
also loves that.
I think of films like Swamp Thing
Oh,
would
yeah.
be really fun to do something like that.
Or even like RoboCop.
Yeah, dude, you got just like somewhere where you can like the location is actually as scary as any creature that you can.
Yeah.
Because dude, just thinking about uh, that, that's the swamp. I mean, come on, man.
Gator bait. You ever seen that?
Yes, yes, I have. And I just watched Killer Whale from 2026. This new movie, absolute schlock.
Would you consider it cinema slop?
Yes, I gave it a 62, which is
How?
2 points above Puke Face for me. It's not great. It's not great, guys, and it looks terrible. I don't know who Tina is, but everybody loves that she's here, and I love that she's here.
Tina is in Orgy of the Dead too.
Oh,
She was
all right.
cast and crew.
So we probably see her naked.
Yeah, she was the
Tina!
she was the donkey show girl.
The donkey. Okay, guys. Look, we bring these guests on here, and he says things like, she's the donkey show girl. How do you not go find this movie immediately? Tina, thank you for being here. Awesome. Glad you can reconnect with your director. This is great. This is great. All right, I need to get that off the screen. All right. Hey! I think that's what she said. Hey! So we were talking about it kind of a little bit, but let's stop beating around the bush. The one thing that your films have in common is just aggressive amounts of full nudity, AJ.
Yeah.
You have no shame, sir.
No,
Um,
it's art.
art. How
It's
do you,
art.
How do you tell somebody? I mean, because I assume when you ask women, ladies,
Yes.
there's a pay scale like that comes along with this, and sometimes there's not. But how do you just say, I need somebody that's willing to do nudity, but then not say exactly what all that's going to entail, and then not have people run out on you when you're like, this is the scene.
Well, I start exactly like that. At first, I need somebody who's willing to be nude on camera.
Fair.
And then I tell them what, usually after I tell them what they're going to do, they're even more in, because it's something fun. It's like death and raining down blood or being shit all over,
Yeah, I mean, so we're gonna have you in blood and shit in this
Yes.
scene, and they're just like, I'm here for it.
I mean, look, I don't know how you've gotten this many people to agree to this, but you know what? Bravo. I applaud you, sir.
They love it.
All right.
It's fun.
So let's talk about Babezilla for a little bit.
Mhm.
This was kind of your first step after not Orgy of the Dead, the after school lunch special
Yeah.
duo. And is there a third after school lunch special to make it a trilogy? Because everyone knows
I mean,
the trilogy's where it's at.
everybody wants that. We've already come up with a name, and that would be easy to do. So those movies, I started with that format because it was easy, because it was a anthology. You could make a short film in a weekend. So just spread it out over the whole year. Make a short film here, short film there. At the end of the year, you got a full feature-length movie. And we would call it Just Desserts.
Just desserts. Oh, I love it. Hey, let's be clear here. It's not real shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah. My recipe is instant mashed potatoes and cocoa powder.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
That's
you
genius,
guys.
actually.
It's
I
not
never
real
would have
shit.
even. I never would have even thought about that for fake prop shit. Prop shit.
My fake semen recipe.
You have a fake. Hang on, timeout, pause.
Mouth
I'm
safe.
taking the show over. What?
I was
safe
sitting right next to this as it happened, so I can vouch.
So I was making kimchi one time. You guys know what kimchi is?
Yes.
Okay,
But now
so
I'll never eat it again. But
yeah, you have to make a rice porridge. It's not. It's like a. It is, I guess, a rice porridge, but you just take rice, glutinous rice flour, and water and a little sugar, and you heat it up until it starts to get thick. And I was making that one day, and I was like, "This looks like gum." So I was like, "This is perfect. We're gonna use this."
So at what point does your brain, if ever, because creative mastermind and all that, does your brain at any point ever say, maybe this isn't a good idea? I didn't
Because
think
the bad, like the stuff that's too much, that's the good ideas. That's what people aren't doing, and I want to do that.
it's so true. There is this the stigma out there that people are just too afraid to do what they want to do, and this type of filmmaking. And one of my questions is ratings. Do you ever worry about them?
No. And in fact, most of my movies, I start out with a little scroll that says this isn't for children, blah blah blah, and then I say fuck the MPAA because they want to keep filmmakers like me out of theaters. They want to charge you more than what I even spend on making my movies to get a rating, and then they'll probably reject you and say, "Oh, NC-17, try again," and then you have to pay again to try to get an R.
So, okay, that alone has its set of bravery, right? And I'm going to put that up for everybody. That alone has its little set of bravery. But now, when you're trying to get it into the mainstream where it can be seen by more people, and you have gotten it into theaters. I've been to several of your premieres. What kind of challenge does your type of film present, especially with like a drive-in?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we did do a drive-in one time. And
talk about this, please.
Okay, so it's never going to get wide distribution in theaters. And I'm not trying to be big and famous or whatever. I would like cult status. That'd be fantastic. But I mean, the drive-in, we were doing a double feature of Less Magic and the Witch's Sabbath, and we were going to show Babezilla afterwards. And the neighbors of the drive-in complained about what was up on the screen, so we couldn't even show Babezilla after the first movie. As for the other ones, I either can get a deal with a theater where it's just like, this is our premiere, let's do it one time. We always sell out the theater, whatever. Or you can also rent theaters, which is scary. It's a gamble, but I've never had a real issue selling it out, especially in Omaha where all our people are.
Yeah, I mean, so have you done the rental thing yet?
Yes, we just did at the film streams, Ruth Sokolov.
Oh, that's a cool place, though.
Yeah.
You probably had a lot of fun there.
We did. It was good.
Yeah, I'm sad that I missed that one. That was, like a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
It was the 6th, I think.
Shit. I've still yet to see Orgy of the Dead 2. I will wait for my Blu-ray copy, and I will indulge in it then, and I will see this donkey situation.
Quick question.
I know that girl. She was on my show. Oh, it's got to be. Hold on, Ben. Anybody that was in this movie and anybody that's actually worked with AJ, I want you on the show. I want to talk about all of your experience. You don't have to be. You don't even have to be seeking cult filmmaker status to be on this show. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to everybody. So if you're an actress, actor, producer, Tony, you got to come on this show. Mike, you got to come on the show. Lewis, all you guys are welcome to come on the show. You don't have to sit here for 3 hours with us, but we have for example, Aaron Gum coming up next week. I don't know jack shit about Aaron Gum, and I'm terrified of what that show's going to be like. So one of my questions to you, AJ, is what should I know about Aaron Gum before he comes on here, and what should I? What
I
do
don't even know all there is to know about Aaron
How
Gum.
could
He
you?
has
How could
he
you?
has his hand in so much, you know. Like he's on billboards in Omaha.
Aaron fucking Gum, guys.
Like,
Aaron Gum, dude.
hey, there he is.
Gotta be on the show.
Yeah, fantastic musician. His house is like a theme park. Man. There's pinball machines all over and synthesizers. And, yeah.
This just kind of sounds badass.
I mean, I've seen he's got like a bunch of pinball machines. Is that?
Yeah.
He drives a DeLorean.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to interview him before he's on here, but
his DeLorean was in one of our movies.
This is going to be fascinating. I can't wait to talk to this guy. I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I've met you a couple times, but let's do this. And he's like, hell yeah, bro. So yeah, that'll be next Wednesday, I think, a week from today. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for that. And how did you meet him? And what has he done with you?
You know, how did I meet him? I don't remember.
I met him through you, but I mean, I knew of him long before, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've known of him for a long time. In fact, he worked with my sister at Channel 7 News. But yeah, I feel like it was the sloppy seconds than getting a DeLorean. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was probably through movies, definitely.
And he's done music for you, right? A lot of music. A lot of music.
Yeah, he did all the music in Orgy of the Dead too.
So it tickled me a little bit because I did see a little bit of what happened at the premiere when you were doing the Q&A and someone asked about the music. And you're like, the motherfucker's right there.
Yeah.
And so they passed it back to him and he's like...
He's got so much personality and he's explosive. I wanted,
yeah, I mean,
ask him.
I can't wait for this interview. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. You did Orgy of the Dead 2. Let's talk about that now.
Okay.
That is the most recent one that you completed, and we're gonna go back to Babesville because we're not finished there. You said something that I told you made me aroused.
Okay.
We'll get back to that because now I think that you're probably like, okay, I think I know what it is that I said. But let's talk about Orgy of the Dead 2. Let's talk about Orgy of the Dead 1 first.
Okay.
What was it, and how did you get, all these years later, the ability and the okay from the actual people to make the sequel that was never made?
Okay. So Orgy of the Dead was a 1965 cult classic. It was written by Ed Wood.
You guys,
anybody knows who that is?
That's
I thought everybody knew who Ed Wood is until I started talking about this movie, and I was like, what? You've never seen the Johnny Depp movie? Like, come on. Anyway, written by Ed Wood, directed by Steven C. Apostoloff, who Ed Wood's later stuff and all of his stuff, they were all like nudie cuties. And a nudie cutie was just a way for people to see naked women back in the 60s. There was no hardcore porn. You had to go to the theater and remember what these ladies looked like. Put it in the spank bank and go home.
Right.
And then it was never like, it was always super innocent type stuff. Like, it's basically a burlesque movie, but they go full topless. And it was kind of boring because it's just one wide shot of dancing naked ladies, And that's why I was like, this needs an update sequel. It's right up our alley. We can make it fun and exciting, And so I decided to get a hold of whoever owned it. And that proved to be very difficult because the company that made it no longer exists. Everybody involved in the movie, long dead, So I was going through distributors asking, does anybody know who owns the rights to this movie? And finally,
Now,
one.
can I ask a question on that?
Yep.
Were you doing this through your IMDb page that you pay for?
Yes. Well, I was.
Because you can get
Yes.
and this is something you guys need to know. If you have an IMDb page, or if you don't, sign up and pay like the $150
Get the pro version.
because you can literally find the agents. You can find numbers. Like if you wanted to, if you're doing a show like this and you wanted to find guests, you could easily go on there and pretty much get a hold of anybody 6 degrees from AJ Chambers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really
you
is an
can
awesome
get a hold
service.
of whoever is number one on there.
It really is an awesome
Yeah.
service. So sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to throw that
No,
in.
no, that's
Go
fine.
ahead.
I was using that to find out who the distributors were, and then I was contacting the distributors. And somebody said, "Oh, this guy." And I was like, "Okay, this has got to be the guy then, right?" So I get a hold of him, and he says, "I'm not the guy, but I know the guy, and I'm not going to tell you who he is, but I'll give him your information and tell him what you said, the pitch you gave to me, and if he wants to talk to you, he'll get a hold of you." And then, like maybe a week or so later, I get an email from Christopher Apostoloff, and I was like, "Oh, it's the director's son." Like I didn't even think of like, is of course it's passed down to the kids. He owns the rights now, so he got a hold of me and asked me for a script and asked me what my movies were in the past and everything. He
Dude,
liked what I was bringing.
That's a better story than I imagined it was.
So yeah, we worked out a deal. It's he gets producer credit, 50-50 split, man.
Hey, well, when you're like, I literally don't care about the money part
exactly. Yeah, that's.
I want to make the.
I
Fucking
wanted
movie.
to make the movie. Yeah.
And
I would have given him more probably if he wanted. Like I just wanted to make the movie.
So you had a script ready to throw him, or just
I
ideas?
didn't. I had the ideas, and when he asked for the script, I was like, "Okay, I'm going to the basement right now and start typing." And I knocked it out in a couple days.
Is that the quickest script you've ever had to write? Like
No.
in terms of turnaround?
No. Babezilla versus the Zombie Horde. So that movie, I went from concept to DVD in about a month and a half.
Was it that fast?
It was that fast.
That doesn't
I worked
happen.
on that with you. It was a whirlwind, man.
Yeah.
That doesn't
remember.
happen that quick ever.
I mean, when you watch the movie, you could tell.
We did the promotional shots for the cover in my basement
Yeah.
on a green screen in my green screen room.
Yep.
And I was like, this is cool, man. I got naked women running all around my house
In zombie makeup.
in zombie makeup. I was like, AJ, we need to be better friends, my friend. This is fantastic. Yeah, I'll never forget that. So every time I look at the cover of that, I'm like, dude, I'm standing like just off to the side with my camera going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, excellent. Ed Wood and AJ Chambers are now tied together
Yeah.
in film history.
AJ, quick question about Orgy of the Dead 2.
Yep.
To me, this sounds really stressful, trying to get the rights to do this, trying to hunt this guy down who might as well have been a ghost to you for what I assume was most of this process. It probably felt like you were ghost hunting, and probably at one point
yeah.
felt like you weren't going to find this guy.
Oh, definitely.
At any point did you think, this isn't fucking worth it? I'm not doing this anymore. Did that cross your mind at any point?
I was on a mission, man.
Or were you so goddamn determined to just say, God damn it, we're gonna fucking do this?
Yeah, I had
one way
to
or
do
another.
it because I had a feeling about it. Like if there's anything that we can get, I felt like it's gonna be this movie, And it's just so perfect, and I've got all these great ideas, and I just had to do it.
All right, guys, if you're watching live, please share, like, subscribe to the channels. We got AJ Chambers in the house. More people need to be watching this right now, so please share out the live if you can. Give it a like. feel free to comment. We're putting up comments like they're going out of style. AJ,
Yes.
what's another sequel that you'd love to have a crack at if you could?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, honestly.
I have expected you to say Troll 3.
Oh, I actually have thought about that, but I was thinking work around the whole thing. If some of the words in the movie aren't, under, lock and key, we could be like, welcome to Nilbog, or return to Nilbog,
Right.
And that would be fun. Melting people into puddles of green goo.
Right.
Okay, I'm not saying this would ever happen, but if you were given the opportunity to do a Toxic Avenger rework of any kind, that would have to be a dream for you, right?
Yes.
If they just came to you and said, you can do it however the fuck you want, we don't care.
It would be slightly stressful to me.
You got to start with Mark Torgel, right?
Yeah.
He's got to be in it. And we kind of know him. We kind of know him a little bit.
Yeah. Mark definitely knows me. He was in Sloppy Seconds. I've seen him in a couple of conventions.
All I'm saying is, I have a roommate who would adore you forever if you did anything with Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, that would be fun. After the reboot, I don't know if they're going to be doing much else. I know they're doing was it a reboot or a sequel? I'm not sure, but they're bringing back Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD.
What did you think? What did you think of the reboot?
It's
too Hollywood. It's too Hollywood.
It was. It was a nice little love letter to, hey, trauma exists, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't what they would have done. In fact, they hinted at stuff that they would have done, or that they had done already, but then they softened it. They didn't shoot a dog or run over a little kid's head, or
Do you feel like a movie like that can suffer by having too big of a budget?
I don't know if it's the budget. Well, first of all, it was all CGI. That made it suffer.
Yes, for sure.
I think that what comes with the big budget is control. There's a company above you telling you what to do. Like, no, you can't do that. We won't make any money. Yada yada. Screw you. It's art. It's not. It's not just your paycheck. It's somebody's art.
All right, that brings me to a good question, because you're right. When someone is funding your film, like a corporation or a single entity or whatever, they usually want some control of their investment.
Oh yeah.
Now, my question to you based on this is, all of your films have been crowdsourced, crowdfunded. Do you have any sense of obligation other than to uphold the benefit of rewards that you do you feel any kind of you know what I'm saying, right? Any kind of responsibility to...
Well, yeah, I think they expect a movie that I would make, so I have to bring the insanity. I have to make it shocking and weird and sexy.
What's your most favorite... Okay, this is a two-part question. What's your most favorite nudity moment in one of your films, and then one of your favorite just overall accomplishments in your films? Like, you're really proud of a scene, and then what nudity thing did you pull off that you were like, I never thought I'd be able to pull that off?
Well, so the nudity thing, let's see. Well, there's a couple that I'd have to mention.
Right. I like it.
the super queef cannon from Babezilla. Like, have you
I
ever
was
seen
on
somebody
set
shoot
for that. I was on set for that.
Have you ever seen somebody shoot a laser out of there? And
I have drone footage of that.
also, what was I gonna say? In the sequel, the Babezilla versus the Cyber Skanks, Jessa Flux not dressed, but in the Fu Manchu, what's his name? Pai Mei, looking like Pai Mei with the long white Fu Manchu, and then the long white bush to match.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking
Whose
fantastic.
idea? Was that your idea?
Yes.
That's great.
Then I just bought 2 Fu Manchus. I just used the goatee again.
Oh man. Okay, so we're back on Babezilla, which is good because this, of course, features Stephanie Love, who was, I don't want to say just a stripper, but at the time where you got her on board with the first film, she was a dancer, local in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Obviously talented, not just at dancing, but she's personality plus. I
Exactly.
mean, she's not dumb. She's
No.
super smart. And we're actually good friends. I've done some work for her. I did her calendar a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And she's very professional in what she does.
Yeah.
And now she's becoming a huge porn star, let's be honest.
She's been in Playboy.
She's
What
been on
Playboy
the
is now, but yeah.
cover
Yeah.
of Playboy.
Mhm.
So you've worked with her twice,
3 times.
3 times.
Wait, no, 4 times now.
What were the other 2?
She was in Sloppy Seconds.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's when I got a hold of her, because I had written this part that needed somebody with augmented breasts. Because we were going to have a super flesh-eating bacteria in the water, and she gets in the shower and takes the shower, and when somebody walks in, the only thing that is left of her is blood and a couple of sacks of silicone. So I was like, okay, this girl looks like, she's, because I had seen her on Instagram and stuff, like throating a banana, or like, she's fun, she's got a lot of personality, and she's got the thing that I need. So I got a hold of her, and she was super excited and down. And then right after that, we did Babezilla, and that's when she started her adult film career. And I was like, we got to work with her before we lose her. She's gonna go off to LA, and we're never gonna see her again. So I was like, what can we do? There was this fucking mask. Well, not a mask, like a prosthetic. It was a lizard face prosthetic. You glue it to your face, and blend it in. That we used in Sloppy Seconds. But it was like $50, and I used it for like 3 seconds. A real quick shot. And I was like, we got to reuse this, I'm not going to just throw this thing away. So that's when I was like, okay, we could do some kind of lizard woman, Babezilla, and then I just came up with that script in a night. It was like 12 pages long, and we stretched it out to be feature length when we shot it. Then after that, of course, we had to do the sequel because it blew up. It got a lot of attention, and not until it got pirated, I should say. That's when it got all the attention.
What happened there?
It showed up on one of those sites that just show all the new movies.
Pirates.
And that's it got us the attention. That's fine with me. I don't care, I guess.
So here's the cover. This is shot in my basement.
Yeah.
Against the green screen. That's Steph in the middle, and then your cousin,
Yes.
Mercy in the red hair.
Yeah.
And then Raven
Foyt
in the green.
Wait,
hair.
I've seen this poster 100 times. How did I not know this was shot in Damon's basement?
because I couldn't post the pictures online.
Yeah, but we were friends at the time. You could have told me.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, this is what you want to look for, folks. Go watch, find this movie. It's on Troma now, yeah?
Yep. It's
And
on
that's
Troma
probably-
now. It's on, I think, Amazon Prime. A couple other places you can find it.
Probably a cheap subscription for Troma now, right?
Yeah, $4.99. First month free.
$4.99.
You can get it
Come
free
on.
for a month and then never watch it again if you want.
Yeah, you can watch all of AJ's movies except for Orgy of the Dead 2.
Yes, which Stephanie is in that as well. And she has a very interesting role.
All right, so now let's get to the part where your comments aroused me. All right?
Okay.
And I don't mean like, you know, that
In your pants.
it massaged my brain into how the fuck you said there's 2 more Babezilla movies that need to be made.
In the
Because you said
works.
you're taking a break right now.
All up here. So, yeah. I mean, just coming off of this last movie, I'm still doing stuff for it, and it's been a year, you know? So I'm a little burnt out. I didn't get it. Usually I get the holidays to recoup before I start writing and shit again. But,
So, is Stephanie in agreement to do these?
yes.
Really?
Yes.
See, that's what aroused me. Not her specifically or anything,
I actually
but just like
want
how
her-
the fuck did you? Because she's gonna be too big for any of this.
But she likes doing these movies.
Okay, so you guys, I really he said super queef cannon, but if you haven't seen the movie, you gotta hear what this is and how if you can convince somebody to do this, they're clearly going to come back and do as many movies with this character as you want them to do. All right, we're in a rural Nebraska or
Iowa, yeah.
rural Iowa farm, and there's like a mound of something that used to be some kind of crop,
Yeah.
and he's basically like, you're naked, you got boots on, and like a little. No, there was nothing even.
There's
on the top.
nothing on, yeah.
Completely naked.
Because she had already taken her top off to do the big mommy
right.
milker cannons, which is shooting lasers out of her nipples.
Yeah, so he's like, you need to sit down there, full spread,
Hike a
with
leg.
camera, pick your leg up, and shoot lasers out of your vagina. Can I get you to do that for us? She's like, fucking A, dude.
She's
I just
super
wanna-
cool.
I just want to say, and this is a compliment to you, AJ, you must be some sort of cult of personality to get people to agree to some of these things.
Well,
Like,
I think people just trust me.
here's another thing. Like, I had my drone right above, like, you could be like, I mean, look at me. I kind of look creepy. I don't know. But she like hands my brother her phone. And she's like, get close-ups of this for my Instagram.
huh?
And my brother's just like, okay. Absolute goat. And here's the thing. This is the thing, AJ. I reached out to her because we're friends, right? I've worked with her. And I said, you know, hey, I got this new show. I'd like you to be on it. And she's like, you got to give me the information. I got to give it to my PR person or whatever, my publicist, and they have to approve it. I can't go on anything unless it's approved, which I kind of think means they'll be like, yeah, she'll appear for $300. And I'm like, I don't pay for this shit, so
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother her with it. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, the fact that, you know, that's what aroused me, because I'm like, she's really huge right now. And I don't mean fat or anything. I mean, she's like
Yeah.
legitimately on the scene, signing autographs, all these different places.
Yeah, she just did what was that? I don't know, so like some kind of adult film convention in LA. But
you go.
Chesty Morgan. Yeah.
She's the
I
goat.
feel like there needs to be more porn movies again, like there were back in the day. They weren't just like, oh, here's a scene, it was like, it's a movie, a whole movie.
There you go. Well, yeah, because it's like
The avians aren't, I think that maybe that is happening now, but there was another one that was in LA that she just did.
if you look at pornography, it obviously can be an addiction and a problem for some people. But when you're right, AJ. When you took, and I have no problem with sex workers or anything like that. I think it's an honest living, and you can, if you want to shoot me because I feel that way, that's fine. But when you kind of take a little bit of the artwork out of it when you don't concern yourself with story.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite lines is from Superbad when he's like, "I'm sorry, Evan, that the Coen brothers don't direct the porn that I watch." But that would be awesome. Like a little production value.
Yeah, I mean that's what.
Have you ever considered this?
Yeah. I mean, people accuse me of it anyway, so why not?
Okay, but there's a clear look, guys. I've been in these movies and I've seen these movies. There is a daring air about them, but it's not pornography. Okay,
yeah, they're not adult films; they're films for adults.
Correct. And
there's
a big difference there, by the way.
That said, AJ, your filmmaking is incredible, and you could get addicted to watching your films. And I don't know that that's a problem for anybody. All right.
I just got to make more of them.
So you're saying there's going to be 4?
Well, at the end of Cyber Skanks, we tease a third.
Correct.
And that was the turds from Uranus. And that's going to be a space adventure. She has to go fight the turd monsters from Uranus.
How are you
going to
do this?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm going to build sets and green screens. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but I mean, we could do it with fucking cardboard and shit. Like,
Ben, why do you always have to know how the sausage is made?
They've always used.
I mean,
whatever.
If anybody can do it, it's him. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if anybody can do it, it's AJ. I don't doubt him.
I've already done a space movie. It was a short film, but it was Attack of the 50-Foot Sphincter from Space, and that's on YouTube. You can watch that on YouTube. I don't know how.
Me and you did talk about that before.
Yeah.
That was a 5-minute conversation on the show you were on with me. But look, if anybody can do it, it's you. I don't doubt it. I just don't doubt it anymore.
Also, I just think we have to have a Christmas special. So, we need Babezilla to save Christmas.
Oh, man. That just got into my head. I'm like, a special? Christmas special?
Yeah.
Almost needs to include, like, after school type of shit. Type of shit.
Well, I do want it to be like an anthology, but the meat is more in the wraparound instead of the shorts. So it'd be more like Pee-wee's Playhouse and like, here's a cartoon, like something like that.
So when you do these other two, because you're getting a fairly large name at this point to do them, are you going to have to shoot those back to back to make up for her schedule, potentially?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. We do, and I do this with all my movies now, but especially with her schedule, you got to shoot it all this week, like it's got to be a week where she's available, and we just get it all done, get it all out of the way,
And she's really good at showing up on, she's one you never have to worry about. I know that for a fact because I remember, being there a couple of times down there at the lake. We walked out in the woods and we did the scene with the car.
Yeah.
And she always shows up in good spirits. It's not like, fuck, let's go, let's do this.
Yeah.
My time is too important. She never shows. She is the goat, dude. Literally the goat.
And I always make it a point, like, let's keep her happy. I always want to treat Stephanie like a princess because she's got what we need.
She's got the queef can. Are you going to revisit that in future as one of her tactics?
Oh yeah, I mean that's
Have to.
yeah. I mean it's gonna be you got to come up with something bigger and different in every movie. Like we started out with the queef cannon, that was a mistake because now we have to come up with something.
You have not used her butthole yet.
Yes, that's true. I'm sure somebody has, but no. So in Cyber Skanks, she was fighting the robot version of herself.
Right.
And so she had to learn a new tactic to defeat that robot. And that was... So she went and learned this tactic from Master Beta, which was Jessa in the goatee. And she basically taught her how to squirt. So she, liquid on a robot, electricity is, yeah.
Yes, I think I remember that from Superman 4.
Yeah. Was it 4 or 3?
3. It was 3. Yeah, it was 3. My bad.
This all sounds
Superman
very familiar.
4 was not watchable. So I recently came across a show from the 80s that was on Nickelodeon called You Can't Do That on Television. And I remember thinking,
yeah,
AJ fucking watched this, dude. He watched
definitely
the hell out of this.
I didn't watch it when it was originally on. Well, I probably did at the very end because it was originally a Canadian TV show. Right. And eventually it got on to Nickelodeon. Like, back in the early days when it was just You Can't Do That on Television, Ren and Stimpy, and Rugrats.
Yeah, the whole thing is on Prime now. It's one of those things. It's on there.
I'll have to watch it. Did you know Alanis Morissette was on there?
Totally wild aside here. Ren and Stimpy was not a show that should have been on Nickelodeon at any point ever. But
I mean, that's a fair point. It was brilliant, though. AJ, when you do these crowdfundings, do you ever feel support fatigue, or does it exponentially grow each time out?
See, it usually stays about the same. I think Witch's Sabbath was our biggest one. And it's kind of gone down a little bit since then, but stays around the $3,000 mark.
Is that the number you shoot for?
No. I'm always shooting for 10 at least, but we never make it there. And that's fine. I still make the movie, I'm going to make the movie no matter what. Right. I'll make the movie with $5. It's not going to be as good as it could be, but...
So that's the good thing about Indiegogo, because what you get is what you get, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, you don't have to meet your goal.
Which is great, but you're like, all right, now we have to do it on this, and I'm sure you have a list of things that you cut first, and you keep cutting and cutting from there, and you're like, man,
or it's not even cut. You don't even have to cut it. You just got to rework it.
Have you ever seen
think of a different way to do it?
I assume you've seen the documentary American Movie.
American Movie
about the horror filmmakers out of Wisconsin. I
think Tony showed me some of that. I didn't see the whole thing.
Tony, get it in this man's hands, because it's one of my favorite all-time documentaries. But there's a line in there where the director, his name's Mark Borchardt, he's like, I've been to a film a number of times and I've never seen on the screen it say, we would have done this in this place if we would have had this amount of money. He's like, I've been to the movie theater dozens of times and never have I seen this.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, whatever you raise financially is what you have to use. I mean, you can obviously borrow more for here and there, but once the fundraising is done and it's time to make the movie, the fundraising doesn't stop.
Yeah.
No. And that's cool. What's your dream budget? Is it $10,000? Is that your number that you would love to just get everything you need out of it?
Is a fantastic starting point, because that means we're making a micro budget movie instead of a no budget movie.
Is that I mean, is that a real thing?
Yes.
Because I don't.
So it goes 0 to 10 is no budget. 10 to 20 is micro budget. 20 to I think it goes all the way up to 2 million is a low budget.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So all we need to do is get you into 20, and you'll be a low budget filmmaker.
Yeah.
That's where Lloyd Kaufman and Roger Corman lived their lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, both Lloyd and Roger Corman back in the day, they were shooting on film. So.
Oh yeah, so that's half their budget.
Yeah.
So you have a leg up on them already if you can get there.
Yeah.
Now, are you still using the Blackmagic camera?
Yeah. I had to get a new one. I still have my old one, but the C port, which it's the same thing that the new iPhones use as a charger.
Yeah.
It broke in the camera, so I couldn't use a SSD drive. I had to use these little cards, and they would only hold like 20 minutes of 4K footage.
Okay, but this might be it might be working in your favor, because now that you have two cameras of the same quality,
the problem with shooting with two cameras though is like you got to set it up perfect. You can't really move. You'll get that other camera guy in there, unless it's like you're both shooting from like,
Well, you could have one just stagnant,
and then one moving,
and then one moving, and then cut together that way. I see, and I don't want to bother people or bore people with that kind of stuff, but how excited do you get when you're cutting a film together, like, and you're like making the scene transitions, and like, how do you know, like, when you've absolutely nailed something, or maybe if you let something go on too long? How do you reconcile with that type of
stuff?
So
that's honestly one of my favorite parts about making movies is building it, having the footage and building it, making it what it is. The thing like letting it go on too long, that's something that you have to learn. Like, in my earlier movies, you can tell that it goes on too long in a lot of parts, but the more you do it, the more you can catch it. Like, it's something that you just get used to.
So, okay, and this is not a critique, by the way, but I noticed that in the first movies. But my first thought was, I wonder if this is more like unaware that I'm going too long, or I'm really trying to stretch the film to a certain time.
And that it could be either. And then there's also instances where I do, and I still do this, where it's a gag. It's like, make it go on for so long, and then it's like not funny anymore, and then oh wait, it's funny again. Like, that's something, and I'm sure I'll still use that. But yeah, totally. In the first movie, second movie, I was unaware that it was too long until like you rewatch it much later, with fresh eyes, and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have cut that a little tighter.
What's the thing you've learned the most from the first after school lunch special to Orgy of the Dead 2 now being your last completed? What's something that you're like, I learned that, and other than what we just discussed?
Good, thanks. She's offering me more food.
I'll take it.
Sonia, everybody. Something that I've learned. I don't know. That's a tough one. 'Cause, I mean, I've learned so much, and I think it's just little things along the way. There's not like one. I mean, I've learned to be more aware of the people that I'm working with. And sometimes, like, if you, because you can kind of tell, like, somebody is going to come back with issues, and that's just from the first movie. I learned that right away.
So being a director, you have to be in pretty much with a cast of people that can be cast and crew that can be up to like 20, 30 people. on location. How do you manage the chaos of that, knowing that sometimes, all these different people are having different experience than what you're having? Not everybody's having the exact same experience. And if somebody's maybe having an experience that they're like questioning if they want to come back or not, and you may not know this as it's happening, how do you manage that chaos? And what do you say to people when they're like, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is not cool, man, Or have you had anything like that?
Peace.
Yeah.
Because, I want people who want to do it on set, Like, if you're not really into it, then don't show up. Because, sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it gets stressful. Sometimes it gets hot. Sometimes it gets boring, Like, there's a lot of waiting around. I think most people really enjoy doing it. Like, because even if it is boring or whatever, during the shoot, you get to see afterwards the finished product, and it makes you like, oh, that was so much fun, really. Like, I got to be part of that.
Yeah, it's like I was part of that, and like I might have been uncomfortable out in the woods in like 90-degree heat. Yeah. And I did it, but now that it's done, like, I was pissed then, but like, now that it's done, I'm like, that was totally worth it.
Yeah. And as for like keeping things focused, like, that's difficult, because people want to get chatty. They want to hang out like it's they want to get into party mode, and it's not a party. We need to focus. We're working here. If we don't stay focused, the movie won't get done, and that's the biggest issue. Like, the movie has to finish.
Because you film everything in what, 3 or 4 days usually? Yeah,
usually, unless it's like an anthology movie, because then we could shoot like, oh, this whole thing here, then another one this other weekend or whatever. But yeah, usually it's like real strict pre-production. We get everything. Like, I usually like color code the script, so we got to shoot all this in one day. We got to shoot all this in this day. Like, we're going to be at this location, so everything that we shoot that's in this location has to be done on this day, even if it's throughout the movie. So it takes a lot of planning.
Yeah, I'm going to put this up here on the screen because I experienced this. And I know that
was a lot of makeup.
You don't ever want to shit on the people that have worked with you, but I remember sitting there going, am I ever going to die? Like, I think my screen call that night was 7 p.m.
When did you get done? Like 2 something?
3, like, I think it was 3:15. I didn't leave the scene until 6 that morning. So I was there full 12 hours. But again, that was me, like, no one told me this is the time that you're going to die. I knew it was going to be nighttime, and it wasn't even nighttime when I got there. So,
and it is hard to nail down times, because things happen.
Well, yeah, and I think I got to the location at like 6:30, and you guys were still filming somewhere else in Council Bluffs and didn't even take till 8 or 9.
See, that's another thing. Like, if you're filming in multiple locations, like, you never really know when that's going to get done. Same thing happened in the second Babezilla. I had it all planned out to where we would shoot in the morning, finish, have a good hour and a half or 2-hour break, and then film the second part of the day. And we just ran right into each other. And my battery was running out on the camera. I had to charge the battery. I had to dump the footage. Since then, I've gotten, like I said, another camera where I could have more footage and a second battery. Like, that's just things you learn along the way.
This is the chaos I was telling you guys about.
And those batteries for those cinematic cameras you have, they're not cheap. So going out and buying another battery is not just something you can do. You can do it, but it's not something you just do.
For my camera, it's a couple $100 for a 3-hour battery.
Yeah.
So does the biggest challenge come from the people or trying to capture what you're trying to capture?
So, see, that's like sometimes it gets sacrificed, like if we're running out on time or whatever, we just capture whatever we can. Like that's one of the things that would come with a bigger budget. Like, okay, we have plenty of time because we have plenty of money. Now we can do 30 takes instead of like one or two takes. Like if I'm running short on time, as long as we can get the lines somewhat close, I'm good. Let's move on. We got.
Do you ever think about like Stanley Kubrick was infamous for doing 70, 80 takes of a scene. Now, obviously, that's crazy to be able to cut together the same movie no less than 50 or 60 times with different shots.
Yeah.
For each of it. I mean, do you ever get jealous of that type of situation where you're like, man, I could really put together like exactly what I want, because I know that you're not getting exactly what you want with these films. I mean, and it's not not an indictment on the film itself. It's just the way that you have to roll. You have to make the nature of the beast. Yeah. You have to make those compromises to get it done.
Yeah.
Do you ever hate that? Do you ever feel?
I don't think I would go that far, Like, I would definitely get a few more takes. I would get it perfect to where I would want it. I would get more camera angles, I would be able to play more, but I don't think I would be a tyrant like that, And Kubrick, I doubt he was cutting together his own films anyway. He had somebody doing that for him. Like, he just made everybody do the work.
You're cutting these together too, right? You don't have it.
Okay, yeah, I write, I direct, I produce, I edit. I'm usually the one filming. Yeah, like Damon said, I wear a lot of hats.
That was a question I regretted not asking you the first time I interviewed you a whole bunch of years ago. Was I never asked you if you edited your own stuff. I just kind of assumed you did, which may have been stupid on my part. Turns out I was right, but kind of lack of question there.
I had somebody ask to edit this last movie, and I was like, well, I wanted to edit. No, that's one of my favorite parts.
How do they get the audacity to ask for that?
I mean, he just wanted to. That's one of the things he's into. So
you're like, was it a perk? $6,000, you can edit this film all you want. All right, let's go Hodge Bob. What does that mean? You got a
Hodge
logo.
Bob.
You got a nice logo.
Yeah.
I'll try and pull that up for you while we do.
So the logo was drawn by Jonathan Riggle. And I just kind of told him, draw me a logo that represents me in my movies, and he came up with that.
That's offensive.
And then
that's a little bit offensive.
So the name Hodge Bob comes from, it was a nickname. My buddy Zach, he was a little inebriated one day, and he used to call me Adge, like AJ Adge, and it came out Hodge, instead of Adge. And then he was like, Hodge? And then he started calling me Hodge. And then everybody started calling me Hodge. And then he added Hodge Bob, So, and that was back in the party days. Nobody really calls me that anymore. And I was like, I need a name for my company. And I need, it's the spirit of the party days.
And when did you found Hodge Bob? What year was that?
I believe it was in 2018. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was in 2018. That's when we started making After School Lunch Special 1. It was at the same time Troma was making the Troma Shitstorm. Or Shakespeare's Shitstorm, sorry. And, because I really wanted to be a part of that. And I was like, well, I'm making my own movie. I don't think I can get the time off. So, but I was like, fuck it. We're making this. I'm going to make something myself. Like Lloyd would say, make your own damn movie.
But everything you've done now has been under the Hodge Bob Productions
Yes.
label, yes?
Yes.
Tell us about any shorts that you've made.
Just this past year, we did a couple. See, actually, I think we did 3. So we did. Oh well, maybe that was no. 2 of them were the year before. Around Halloween, not this last Halloween, but the previous, we made Sexe de Clown, which is a faux silent French film. It's about clown sex. That got taken off of YouTube, and it was the most innocent fucking movie I've ever put on there. It was suggestive, but there, everybody's fully clothed. It's clown balloons and squirting flowers and stuff. Anyway, we made that. That was good. That was fun. I think, we won an award for that this past year. Then we did, what was that called? Nobody, which that was a Halloween short about this guy who puts drugs into candy, and everybody says nobody's going to give away their expensive drugs to kids on Halloween. And I took that and I was like, okay, nobody is the guy. It's this guy who puts drugs in candy.
You're like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a comment. AJ, I want you to confirm. Was there a balloon dick in
There
this?
absolutely was a balloon dick. It was just a clown balloon, and we put it in his pants, and we hooked an air compressor up to it, and Sonia was in charge of the air compressor, and she blew his balls up first because she pushed it way too hard, and it was just pop. Yeah, and we wanted it to pop, but not instantly. And then, the vagina was the squirting flower. We laughed so hard on that when that dick popped, I almost passed out.
I mean, it sounds like you still have fun on these sets, despite the fact that it is, without a doubt,
I wouldn't do it.
It's a fucking bum rush to get it done.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't have fun.
This is the best comment we've ever had on this show, by the way. I feel bad for exploding his balloon dick. Okay, I'm glad you put the quotation marks in there, because I would have been like, not yet.
What?
It's obviously a quote from the film, you jackass.
Well, there is no quotes from that film because
because it was.
it's a silent film.
Probably a quote from somewhere in the back behind the camera. Somebody sitting there with a fucking 12-pack of beer.
I'm just gonna leave that up there for a while. Just for anybody that happens upon the show, they'll be like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I've been here the whole time, and I'm still asking what the fuck is going on here.
It's good times with AJ Chambers. Again, AJ Chambers is our guest today, and he is a filmmaker. We've been talking about his films. You'll be able to watch this episode again later tonight. It'll go on around 7 p.m. live Central Standard Time. In case you missed this epic conversation. AJ,
Yes.
we have a couple questions left for you.
Okay.
What was your childhood like? What led to this demented old man that you've become?
I was sheltered.
Shelter?
A
Really?
religious family.
That doesn't surprise me.
Exactly.
Most of the craziest creative, and I mean that as a compliment, people that are just coming up with these big ideas that shouldn't work, but they absolutely do for whatever reason, which is a really good way to describe most of what I'm hearing here. That shouldn't work. It does, but it shouldn't. Have this sheltered religious childhood that then become unsheltered as adults who then realize, wait, camera, boobies everywhere.
So, John Waters. Do you know who John Waters is?
Yes.
Okay. He's the Pope of Filth. He was raised Catholic. And he always says, thank God I was raised Catholic, because it makes it to where sex is dirty. He likes to feel like, oh, he's doing something wrong, something bad.
Yeah, I my dad was a pastor,
Yeah.
so I would go stay with him every 2 weeks. My parents got divorced when I was 7, and I would go stay with my dad every 2 weeks, and sometimes literally would live in the basement of a church.
Creepy.
Yeah, and lo and behold, of course, I'm agnostic coming out of all that, and
Living
go
in the
back.
basement of a church, I feel like AJ's going to make a movie about that.
I
Anyway,
mean,
I mean, if I owned a church,
you
he
can.
does own a hearse.
I do. Yeah.
You own a hearse?
he-
Wait, can I hear that story? Hang
That's
on.
that's my daily driver. I drive that to work every day.
You own a hearse.
Yeah, it's in a couple of the movies.
Oh, same. What in response to what? I'm curious.
Okay, I have a
gotta
question for
know,
anybody.
'cause
Oh, probably.
For anybody here that's
religious.
been in one of AJ's movies, if he decided to make some crazy tits everywhere flick about like living in the basement of a church, would you all sign up for this? Because if the answer's not yes, then what are you doing?
I feel like here's a good concept for you, AJ.
Okay.
Just you know what a nun is, right?
Yeah.
Just the word nun is it tells you exactly what they get. Nun. Just call the movie Nun, and you spell it None. It'd have to be about nuns that get some.
Orgy of the Nun, perhaps?
Can't get none.
Michael Bowden's I got it. I'm in. So yeah, I grew up in the church, became agnostic because of it, and honestly, I don't know how you can believe in anything if you don't question the shit out of it first.
Yeah. I mean,
So
the
these
only
people
way
that-
to be is agnostic. Anything to the left or right of that, you're lying to yourself because you don't know. Nobody can know.
Yeah, I'm like, here's the thing. Like the stories that I grew up hearing, I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nobody can live inside of a whale. like, like, just take your pick. They're all ridiculous. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry for those of you that are religious, but here's the thing. I do recognize and I feel a spirituality around things, like the Force type of thing. And like I know that there's a meaning to all of this and we come from somewhere. I just feel like it's beyond what our brains can comprehend.
Yeah.
Like why would it be something that you could comprehend? And then I go on these TikTok lives where I hear people like, it's in this book. All of the answers are in this book. I don't make up anything. I just read the book. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Like you've simplified all of this to words that were written in a century after the death of the supposed person they're about, and none of his contemporaries talk about him in this book. Like, you're insane. You're insane. And I know we're getting off on a tangent here, but I kind of want to get your guys' opinion on this.
Yeah.
If God made the world and everything in it in 7 days, well, 6 days, on the seventh day he rested, why did he wait over 400 million years to enact this plan of making people submit to his will to go to heaven? What about the humans that existed 100,000 years before any of this Jesus business? They just automatically went to hell and had no, like, what? None of it makes sense.
Religion.
No pun intended with the nun thing, by the way.
Religion is a
Yeah.
power play. They want control.
There you go.
So,
Yeah. Amen, brother. God bless you, sir.
What?
AJ,
yes.
bucket list people that you would like to work with.
Oh,
Give me a couple.
let's see. So I gotta think of names again. I'm so bad with names. I don't know why. They leave my brain as soon as I try to think of them. I've got somebody in my head. I've got her face. She was in Sharknado and Tara Reid. Yes, I would like to work with Tara Reid.
That could probably happen. That's probably.
I know. That's. I'm thinking realistic.
Okay, well, but I want a couple.
I work with.
Okay, well, bucket list is good because you're giving me right now things that you could possibly obtain, and nothing is outside of the realm of possibility. Let's be honest.
You want me to get crazy with it?
Yeah, I love it.
I would like to work with some of the. Okay, I've always had this fantasy of working with all the loose cannons of Hollywood. You know, like if I could have a movie with Amanda Bynes, Gary Busey.
Here we go.
What's the guy's name? Cousin Eddie. What's his name?
Why am I pulling a blank now? Cousin Eddie. We know who you're talking about.
Who's got Cousin Eddie's name? He went off the deep end too. It may be a very difficult set, but it would be a fun set and it would be a fun movie.
It would be a test of your problem solving skills.
Randy Quaid, exactly.
It would be a test of your problem solving.
I think, especially even if it was just Gary Busey, I don't even know if I would need a script. I would just be like, hey, just fucking start talking. Just start acting, do
There's
whatever you want.
Right there.
Dude, this is an accident, but what a great porn name. Randy Quad. It's
AJ, you should have
Randy Quad is a great porn name.
You should have a character in one of your movies named Randy Quad, just as like a random callback.
I can fly. I'm pilot. All right. What's next for AJ Chambers?
Oh, see, people keep asking me this, and I give everybody a different answer.
I love it. They're going to be like, you bastard.
No, because I mean, I got plenty of ideas. I've got lots of ideas. It just comes down to what's going to stick when I'm actually ready to make something,
He says, sorry, at work. No, you should not be coming up with amazing porn names at work, sir.
Yeah, that's like, I'm not sure where you work, but in some places that's actually a fireable offense.
That's right.
So, like, maybe don't think of amazing porn names at work.
Shame on
Just
you.
thought.
I'm a truck driver, so I come up with all kinds of crazy shit while I work. Just staring at the road.
Randy Quad.
That's a great name, dude.
With his cock cannon. What am I saying?
And his anal assault.
What? Randy Quad and the anal assault.
All right, so you have ideas, but you don't know.
Yes. So yeah, like I want to do the two Babezilla movies. I had an idea for like a movie all about poisoners. It would be an anthology, like different stories, like parables of poison. I wanted to do. Gosh, there's so many ideas, and it all comes down to what's possible and what I'm most motivated to do at the time.
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm trying to find a way to delicately ask it so as not to hurt AJ's feelings.
Okay.
So Jim Carrey comes out, right? He does Earth Girls Are Easy. He does Ace Ventura, The Mask.
Yeah.
He gets known for doing this one type of work. Mm-hmm. And then he comes and does a serious film.
Yeah.
Do you have any, and I'm, again, not trying to impugn any of your work because it's incredible and it is what it is. We love it for what it is.
Yeah.
But if you ever get the inkling to make a serious film, and what would that be like?
So as serious as I've gotten so far was Lust Magic and the Witch's Sabbath. Like that was pretty
Right.
dark,
Right.
honestly. Um, so I do have something rolling around in my brain. So, and this all came from Stephanie, honestly, because on her birthday, I was telling her about the Babezilla Saves Christmas thing. And she's like, "Oh, can we do it with no nudity? My dad wants to see something that I'm in." And I was like, "Well, no, we can't do Babezilla with no nudity, but maybe we could make a movie, a completely different kind of movie with no nudity and serious and just show your acting chops, you know?" And then I was thinking, I would love to do a noir movie, you know, a black and white neo noir, and instead of like having like, you know, like the typical noir has the main character is like the gumshoe,
Right.
and the femme fatale is in the background. Let's pull the power away from the gumshoe, and the main character is the femme fatale, and the gumshoe is almost just somebody who's in the way, you know, background character,
That's
and she's the
interesting.
lead role, you know.
That
That
would
would
go
be fun.
I
against.
actually really like this
That would
idea.
go against so many tropes. I mean,
Yeah,
but again, it still demonstrates the rule breaking aspect of your filmmaking.
yeah,
But it puts the. And again, I don't. When I say serious, I'm doing this because
yeah,
your movies, like you take them seriously. I
yeah,
mean, and I do as well. But for the people that are watching them, they would be like, "This is not Forrest Gump. This is not."
yeah. No,
You know,
well, I have trouble taking myself seriously, and I think that's the issue. Like, 'cause it even happened when I used to be a musician, and it was so hard for me to write serious music. It like the goofy silliness just came natural, you know, because that's my personality. That's what's gonna come forward. But I know I've got it in me to be serious, and I've always been a little afraid to actually try to make a scary horror movie because I feel like, and people say if you could do comedy, you could do horror because it's, you know, it's like the same kind of reaction thing. But I just like, what if I can't scare them? You know, like, what if I can make them laugh, but I can't scare them?
So that brings up an interesting, and I know that this, kind of backtracking on this question a little bit, but does that fall into the like? I know I can make movies this way because I've got it. I've got it down, and it's not a risk for me.
Yeah,
But when you go into the realm of like a serious film or like where you have expectations of horror without the other things that you've become comfortable with, does that feel risky to you and maybe keep you away from doing those types of things? And how willing are you to break down those boundaries sometime in the future?
so again with like with
You
Less
bet.
Magic and the Witch's Sabbath, I I touched on like a more like a darker kind of thing, and there was a little comedy mixed in, but the subject matter, the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie, everything was fucking dark, you know, and it worked really well, and that made me feel like I want to do some more shit like this, you know, like I didn't know I had this in me. I like it, you know, like yeah, I think it would be fun to make something more serious.
I'm gonna pay you a compliment right now, if you don't mind.
Okay.
He doesn't compliment people, so this should be fun.
I really don't normally, but not like in front of everybody where they could like. I'm gonna make him cry right now. No, I'm just kidding. Um, Knowing the filmmaker that you are, and the way that you made these films, and the fact that you're unapologetic and you're not afraid in the content that you're able to put out,
Yeah.
you literally could become one of the greatest horror directors of all time because of that lack of conscience. And I think about people like Rob Zombie, who have come so close to making really good horror films.
So many people hate him.
I know, but here's the thing, like it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
he's going to keep getting and doing the
He's
job
doing
that
what he wants to do. Exactly.
And like I said, I don't hate him, but I do recognize the errors that he's making when he's making his films, and they're so. He has the unapologetic thing down, but he pushes things just so far out of bounds. And I don't know, maybe he's experiencing a little bit of what you're talking about in that he has like a fear of like legitimately like trying to do something that both pushes boundaries and can like really affect. But honestly, dude, should you ever decide to just do a straight up horror film that's face value, unapologetic, has the gore where it's needed, has the amount of nudity that's required, not over the top? Because I'll give you a specific example. In the Michael Myers Halloween movies that he did, like he tried to demonstrate that Michael Myers comes from a broken, terrible family.
Yeah.
Just completely over the top.
Yeah.
On
I
all of it.
honestly liked that. Like it gave
It was
a reason
so
for it.
much unbelievable though. It like
Yeah.
he pushed it too far to the level of like, okay, dude, we get it. Like no one is this horrible of people. Like it was just, to me, it was just unbelievable. You cut a little bit of that back,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, that movie could have been really fucking scary.
I think that's what he was trying to do, though. This show, like,
Yeah.
there was a reason for him being that.
And then you go with the
Demented.
ginormous Michael Myers. That was awesome too.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Of course, I like the idea of like a really tiny, skinny guy too.
Ooh, that's creepier though.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's
then,
not
like-
scary, like jump scary. You know, he's not gonna come get you.
Right,
But he's
but,
like,
like-
ugh, creepy in the fucking corner. I've always had like fear of that. What was that movie? The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
When the dude is like in his underwear in the bathroom, like, oh, that fucking
Dude,
creeped me out.
that is, and he's like got the spit in his mouth.
Yeah.
I trusted you.
Yeah.
You were supposed to have. Oh my god.
So one of
yeah,
my
dude.
favorite, and I hate to admit this, because it's a hated film as well, but mostly because of actual animal death. But it was from back in the day, and they ate the animals on screen and everything. But I feel like I could do something like this with no problem. Yeah. What was I? God damn it! Lost my train of thought. Oh, Cannibal Holocaust. So
Okay.
that was. Have you ever seen that?
No,
Oh, watch Cannibal
I'm
Holocaust.
gonna write it down.
It is, yeah, a hated movie. They kill a turtle and eat it right on screen. But it was one of those banned movies. People thought it was real, and it's like in the Amazon rainforest. There's natives. They're cannibals. It's just very gory. I wouldn't kill an animal, but I would definitely shoot that level of gore and try to make it that level of reality to where it almost fucks with people. Like, is this real?
Yeah, dude. Your wife says she can't handle that.
I know,
So
she
that's the
doesn't
kind
like
of thing
the
that I'm
animal-
talking about, though. Like,
Animal stuff.
someone brought up this Pet Cemetery. I think
That's also
this
very
is
creepy.
one of the great. It's one of the great, like, psychological, but actual horror films. There's so much. I mean, it's not perfect. Like, The Shining is perfect to me. I just feel like that movie is. It fucks with me every time I watch it. It's my favorite film of all time. It's the only film I've ever ranked 100 on any scale. But Pet Cemetery is in its way. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I remember about it that I was not, and that's the cat church.
Yeah.
One of the jump scares when he jumps out of the tree, and you're just kind of sitting there. Oh, da, 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 da. What do you think of jump scares? Are they just a nasty trick? Is there a
It
place for them?
depends. There is definitely a place for them, and I don't think it should be something that's relied on for the whole movie. Like it'll get me every time, but it's not. I'm not scared. I'm easily startled. You know,
Right.
I think if you set the vibe and you have one, maybe two jump scares. My favorite, and there's only one jump scare in this entire movie, and it got me. And I just because the vibe right before it happens is so tense. Is Hellraiser, and that was a cheap jump scare too. It wasn't anything that was actually scary. It was a statue of Mary, the Virgin Mary, that fell or something. And it's like, ugh, because like she's trying to hide from the fucking guy with no skin. And
Yeah. So the thing that anytime you're in a bathroom and you're dealing with mirrors
yeah,
and music, I always wanted to do like a horror film where the audience was always expecting when you close the cabinet mirror, the music's gonna go vroom, and there's gonna be something there. To just keep doing that to people, but not having anything there,
you just have the music
and just
cue.
like kind of edging somebody into it. Dude, I think if you psychologically did that to somebody for like the course of like a 90-minute film,
And then
you could
never
really
pay
fuck
it
with-
off.
I mean, you could really fuck with some people by doing just that kind of stuff. That like they're tropes for a reason.
Yeah.
They exist for a reason.
Yeah,
But then you keep setting them up and then not paying it off.
yeah.
I've always wanted to do something like that, but I don't have like, dude, I don't have the patience to do what you do. Like for me, I'd be like, go film it, give it to me, and let me cut it. Let me cut it together,
Yeah.
and let me work with the people that are doing. My brother's on here. Oh, this is my brother Matt. No, he says the Zelda scene freaked him out. In Pet Cemetery, of course, what we're talking about. But Lewis, I put yours up here, even though you spelled cemetery correctly. You should not have done, sir. What's up? Thanks for watching, Matt. Miss you, buddy. I appreciate that. That's awesome. But no, I feel like that kind of thing. And now I'm going to get into questions about the musical choices that you make.
Yeah.
When you get someone like Aaron Gum, and you're like, I'm going to have him work on this for me. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. You got to show your face, Sonia. This is the lady.
He wants you to show your face.
No.
No.
We just saw sweatshirt covered boobies walk by, and you're not even going to show your face. All right. So when you are working with Aaron Gum on the music, do you just trust, or do you say, like, here's the setup of what I'm kind of looking for. This is what I envision, or do you just have that trust? And is there anyone else that you trust to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think Aaron knew. We talked about it, but he had questions, and I gave him my input, and I just let him go. A lot of times before that, like, I would look for bands that had full songs ready to go that were willing to let me use them, and I would ask, offer me your song, maybe I'll use it. And if I found something that I liked that fit, I'd use that. And a lot of times I like, so like the Babezilla versus the Cyberskanks, the opening credits to that music. I wanted a punk rock song, and it was about robots. It just fucking fit perfectly. This was also Aaron's, but it was his band Glow in the Dark. The opening credits for Witches Sabbath. It was so moody and perfect. Like, we just watched this guy burn his wife in front of his daughter, and then this fucking perfect moody music comes on. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's either I trust the person who's making the music, or I look for something that I've got in my mind that I want,
Just to throw this out there, any of the 30 songs that I've recorded professionally, you can, and my brother will agree to this as well.
All right.
I know you've used one already.
Yes. I've used A couple, I
A
think.
couple. All right. Yeah.
Well,
So-
you did the coffee commercial,
right.
and then we used the one in Witch's Sabbath.
God, I wish I had that coffee commercial pulled up. Because I think people would be like, "You did that?
Is it on YouTube? I think it
Oh,
might
man.
be.
That would be fun. That would be cool to do. All right, we had Michael Callio as a guest. He's a fellow filmmaker. You know him because you've been in a party cast with him on an episode of CF3. He told me that the biggest budget he ever had for a movie that he made was $2 million. What would H.J. Chambers do with a $2 million budget?
I have to imagine this is something crazy.
Wouldn't I? Well, first I'd have a stacked cast, because even if like they're like lower, I would have like the best of the lower level, and then
You might get Jake Busey for that.
yeah. Fucking, what's the Estevez?
Charlie Sheen.
No, not Charlie Sheen. He's an Estevez, but he's
Emilio?
not Emilio. He's the the low budget Estevez. You know what I'm talking about?
Why don't I know?
Or maybe it was a Sheen. Oh no, maybe it was a Sheen. I don't know. He's been in a bunch of like Full Moon Features movies.
Joe Estevez?
Joe Estevez, yes.
All right, yeah.
But no, I don't know. I would probably have a lot of cool like scenery, like props and costumes and sets. I've never had I've had like a miniature set and stuff.
Yeah,
that
but
I
you could
use
actually hire people to build shit.
Yeah, like big elaborate sets.
You could probably even have a couple cameras rigged up.
Yeah. Ooh, I would also have like somebody else shooting, and I would be sitting in what they call what is it called?
Something Village.
Video village.
There you
So
go.
a big TV, I'm just sitting there watching the TV, what they shoot, and I'm doing the professional director thing where I'm just like having somebody else yell at them for me.
I do it.
Yeah. Sonia's my assistant director. She'll do anything.
She setsy sets. Okay, when I said that to you, $2 million, which of your future projects came into your head first?
Babezilla versus the turds from Uranus because I want the coolest space sets. I want them to be in a cool spaceship. I want the cantina scene from Star Wars with all the aliens. Like I can easily spend. I don't know if I can easily spend $2 million, but I mean I could easily spend 40 grand.
I'm pretty sure you could easily spend $2 million.
Yeah, I guess
that shit piles up more than
when you really get down to it. What they're wasting so much money on those big sets. Like the craft services is fucking elaborate.
Well, you'd want to do something that you could repurpose.
Everybody's got their own trailer. Like they're just wasting money.
Dude, that would be $2 million. That just feels like you're like, I would cut it in half and make 2 movies.
I would cut it in half and put half of it in my pocket.
Knowing AJ, he could cut that into a third and make 3 movies out of it that are still some of the craziest shit you've ever seen.
And still be way bigger budgets than I've ever had.
And it'd break a bunch of barriers, and one of them would probably do exceedingly well, and the other 2 could, not. And it wouldn't matter because one of them did. And in a situation like that, if 1 out of the 3 does well, guess what? You're in the money, buddy. You don't care.
I would get enough attention is what I would do.
All right, I have a couple more questions for you,
Yeah.
and then we'll let you off the hook for today. Thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah, no problem.
It's been a great conversation. Like I said, we don't abuse all our guests like this, but when it's friends and we got so much to talk about and he doesn't have anywhere else he'd rather be, I'm sure.
Yeah. I got a chiropractor at 4:30.
Kind of get going. But, do your films matter?
In general,
Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah.
All right. And what do you say to people that are like, why should I watch your films?
Well, I mean, they're not for everyone, and you should watch my films if it's for you. You know, like, so like there's always, I think anybody's films matter, you know, and it could be the worst fucking trash that you've ever seen. It's gonna be something special to somebody else, you know. Somebody's always gonna love something.
That's beautiful.
There's so many people out there with so many different tastes. It's art, and somebody's going to appreciate it.
Can you name a movie that is for everyone?
No.
Exactly.
I think the closest a movie got, and this is maybe a bad opinion, the closest a movie got is Forrest Gump. I think that's the closest you can really
and
get.
I while I like that movie, I don't think it should have been Best Picture.
I showed that to my 13-year-old daughter, and she cried for over an hour.
Did she cry because Jenny was the most horrible character in movie history?
I think she... Yeah, well, that was part of it. I think it was just everybody was horrible.
Wait, okay,
have you read the book?
No.
Dude, Forrest
No,
Gump's
there was
a
a book.
racist. He's a fucking racist, like...
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
He says the N-word all the time. I mean, the book
Wow.
is completely different story. Go ahead,
I
Ben.
did not know that.
Damon, you say it shouldn't have been Best Picture. I don't know what else came out that year. What would you have had won it?
Are you kidding me?
Let's look. Oh, you're going to check?
I mean, I'm going to give him the full gambit.
I don't know what came out that year, so I can't agree or disagree with you. Context matters in this situation.
Well,
1994?
I can think of one.
Wow.
Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption being two of the main culprits. Either one of those I would have picked. Quiz Show I would have picked. Forrest Gump was like my fourth that year. And I'm going to tell you why. And you guys some of you are going to think I'm stupid, but that's okay. The show is a way for me to document not only my relationships with the people that I've met, people that I have not yet met but wanted to. You're going to get some stories and you're going to get some opinions. So my daughter
And some of the opinions might suck.
Yeah, and my daughter can go back and watch this after I'm dead and be like, okay, my dad was a dickhead when it came to Forrest Gump. But it sets a level for you of expectation. All right? It's not to the point of slapstick, but it is very much coincidence-based type of film where they set a level of how far they're willing to push those boundaries. And here's another example, AJ, of a serious film pushing the boundaries too far. When he's running, which is kind of ridiculous in itself, but it fits within what they've said as the boundary. A car drives by and splashes him with mud.
Oh, yeah.
Someone throws him a yellow t-shirt because he's not able to sell this yellow t-shirt because he can't come up with a fucking slogan. He puts the yellow shirt on his face and throws it back to the guy and he goes, shit happens.
Oh, wrong leg. Hang on.
And yeah, he's got it. That's it. Okay? So, come with me here. I don't have a problem with any of that.
Have a nice
The
day.
irony, yeah. He's like, and then he looks at the shirt and it's the exact logo. It could have just been his face and given the guy the same idea.
Yeah.
It pushed it too far and made it that exact logo, which is humanly impossible.
So that was
the
art director, I'm assuming. The art director made that choice, but the director let it slide.
Yeah, that moment.
I mean, you've got plenty of time to redo it. You should have.
It became not Best Picture for me at that moment. When you have perfect movies like Shawshank Redemption.
I haven't seen any of the movies you mentioned for competition there, so I can't agree or disagree with you. I can't have an opinion.
Come again?
I have
That
not
just
seen any.
happened. That just happened.
He's not
What?
seen Shawshank, which a lot of people haven't seen Shawshank. But Pulp Fiction?
Dude, your life can change the moment that you leave the show today. Your literal life can change by watching 2 movies once you
Yeah.
hang up this show today.
I just watched Pulp Fiction again, and I was thinking, man, like the whole $5 milkshake thing. It's completely like that's you can't get a milkshake for under $5.
I know. It's,
I even looked it up. With inflation, that milkshake now costs $13 or $12.
I don't know if it's worth $5. It's pretty fucking good. Yeah, Ben, you're about to get rocked, man. Like, do we need to take up a fund for you to be able to watch these movies?
I mean, I think Shawshank's on Netflix. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Actually, what Aaron Gum just said there, that's the reason it won. It won Best Picture because they put Forrest Gump into actual historic footage. And that was unheard of. Like, that was groundbreaking.
Yeah, and they removed Dan's legs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole segment on this where they show him like swinging his legs around, and it is amazing technology.
How have people not seen Shawshank? Listen, I had a pretty sheltered childhood myself. I wasn't allowed to watch rated R movies, quote unquote allowed. Yes, I still did it anyway.
My dad was a pastor, and he's like, "Here, son, here's a movie about prison rape. Go watch it. It's amazing."
Was it about prison rape? I don't know. It was about that.
I mean, I just thought, what's the most extreme thing a pastor of dad can tell you?
Hold on. Let me confirm what I'm saying here so I don't sound like I'm talking out of my ass, which I usually do. Don't comment on that, Damon. If you do, I'll...
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what I was going to say there.
I'll leave it alone.
Threaten you with something, but I forgot what it was.
What are you looking up?
Where to watch Shawshank. I'm like 90% sure it's on Netflix.
And we need to be quiet for that?
No. Oh, it's on Peacock. It's on the cock, as we say on Two Marks and a Spark. It's on the cock.
Well,
I like Peacock. It's got all the new movies. Well, not all the time now, but it always had like the best new movies coming out.
Let's get to this. What's your favorite movie of all time, AJ?
Oh, don't even.
Give me one. I don't expect you to narrow.
Mine's favorites. The Shining. The Shining is yours?
Yeah, absolutely.
Favorites are just so hard for me because I don't even want to pick a favorite out of a genre. Like Power Rangers. I wasn't allowed to watch the Smurfs because Smurfs were dead babies and there was magic in it, and magic was the devil. Anyway, my favorite movie.
Azrael. That does sound kind of devilly.
Yeah.
Like a cat.
My favorite movie. See, I'm going to have to go with something that... And I recently did this thing where it's like... I don't even remember, like 8 movies or whatever that describe me. And that's more my style. I could do something more like that. Like, I would... Can I give you a few instead of one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's your world.
So, like, Mallrats.
Love it.
Angus. Have you ever seen Angus?
Yeah.
Oh
that's got that very rare Green Day song.
Yeah. JAR.
One of the best Green Day songs.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. They're all going to be like that. And few of them are horror movies, honestly. Actually, one of my favorites is the movie that got me into horror, which was also a horror comedy. And that is Return of the Living Dead. That one is...
All right. Hold on a second.
Cream of the crop, man.
Oh no, I have
Oh,
to
you
get
got
rid of
the-
my.
This happened on Monday too. This is hilarious.
Shut up.
This has happened 2 shows in a row.
Yeah.
Signed by Linnea Quigley, who says, "I can something your brains."
Smell your brains.
Oh, I wish it was something else. My brain's out. And then the other guy,
The other guy.
what's his? Tom Matthews.
Tom Matthews. Yeah, I've met both Tom and... Oh, we
Yeah,
were at that con together. You came to that con with me.
I did. Did we ride together?
No. I guess we rode separately, but you were there.
Can
was there.
Can I gauge a take through you two? Because you two watch more movies than I do.
Clearly.
Is saying The Truman Show is like one of my favorite movies ever a bad take?
No, that's great. I love it.
It's a good movie.
I think it's Jim Carrey. I think it's my favorite Jim Carrey movie of the ones I've seen.
Of the 4 that you've seen,
I've seen more than 4 of them, but
Rubber's good. Have you ever seen Rubber? Rubber's about a killer tire.
I know a lot of people that don't like The Truman Show. Like, this is like a new thing. People just don't like The Truman Show now, and I don't get it.
who doesn't like the Truman? Like, come on, that movie's great.
I know a lot
Laura
of people
Linney.
who are like, actually, maybe The Truman Show wasn't good, and I'm like, dude, I disagree.
I know a lot of people don't like Jim Carrey, but I think that's just the way he is.
Like, Jim Carrey's a cartoon character
Yeah.
walking in real life. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Well, what
but-
did Mike Ross said something about? Oh, Fantastic Planet or Ralph Bakshi. So Ralph Bakshi was fucking fantastic, or is fucking fantastic.
Tina, you
And
do make a
everybody
good
knows
point.
Cool World. Cool World is not where it's at. You gotta watch Fritz the Cat, Wizards. Those were animated and they're really cool. A Boy and His Dog. That's like a post-apocalyptic.
Can we put Tina? There we go.
I missed what this was.
That's about Truman
Truman
Show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She makes a point there that it does feel a little real at this point.
Like shit's happening and you can't escape.
Yeah.
Is that what she? I'm sure that. Yes, that's how I definitely. I definitely feel that way.
Jim Carrey said he doesn't know Jim Carrey. I don't doubt it.
Being a non-fan of the current administration,
Yeah.
it does feel a little Truman Showy. Ed Harris being your quintessential dark overlord, if you will.
Ed Harris is so good in that movie. He's
Ed
so
Harris
good.
is a national treasure for sure. And I bet AJ would love to work with Ed Harris. Shit, make him your killer.
I think he could do it. I think he could pull it off, honestly. Even
All
now.
right. AJ,
Yes.
you have been an amazing guest. You are an amazing guest.
Thanks.
I would love to have you back to talk more. And I'm sure as your projects continue to roll out, we'll want to continue to support them. Maybe next time you'll have a GoFundMe or an Indiegogo that we can be pimping out and contributing to.
Yeah.
And maybe by then, I'll have more than 100 people watching. So
100 people's still good, man.
for those of you watching, that's AJ Chambers. Go watch his movies. I'm going to let you plug where you can find them one more time. And if you got any social media that you would like people to follow you on, and definitely give your website where your films can be purchased and you can have an actual hard copy. Go ahead.
Okay, hodgebob.com. It's HOJBOB.com. You can get pretty much all the Blu-rays there. The newest one, Orgy of the Dead 2, is being released by MVD. And right now you can pre-order it. It's not coming out until April 7th. And you can pre-order it on the MVD shop. You can pre-order it on Amazon Prime. You can pre-order it on Grindhouse Releasing. You can find me on most social media as Andrew J. Chambers or Hodgebob Productions. I run both of them. So, Yeah, if you go to my IMDb, there's a list of the movies that I've made. You can plug that into any like the search bar on a Roku, or just Google it. It'll bring up stuff where to watch them.
Awesome. And I will say this: once these last two Babe Zilla movies get created and made and ready to distribute, remember the name Michael Callio. He is the distribution head for Anchor Bay.
All right.
So let's get Babe Zilla the four pack.
The 4-pack, that would be
Box
cool. Yeah,
released
they're
on
all
Anchor
only
Bay.
an hour long. They would, I'm sure they would all fit on one
Released
Blu-ray.
on Anchor Bay. Let's do that. Thank you so much for your time. The show continues once he's gone, but we've abused him enough. Thank you so much for being the sport
Thanks for
that
having
you
me.
are. I love you to death, man. And until next time,
Always
See
a
ya.
pleasure, AJ.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
guys, AJ Chambers, give it up. All right, we got more show left. Ben,
Yeah.
here's the part of the show where you can go piss, because we're gonna play
Amazing.
an episode of Old People Eating. This is my parents. They are old,
And they eat.
they get to eat. I get to introduce them to various foods.
Wait, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I've only ever seen Tom wearing Packers memorabilia. Is he in fact wearing a Packers shirt in this one as well?
I don't know. We'll have to wait till I hit play. I didn't pre-screen it. I'm playing old episodes leading up into the new episodes, and I got to get through 29 of them before the new ones come out. But here you go. This is Old People Eating. Mute your mic when you leave, Ben, please.
I always do. Roll clip.
Hello, world. I'm here again with two old people.
I love it.
And they were going to try a culinary delicacy from the double arches of McDonald's. Mom, what do you got? What do you have here?
I have a McRib.
Do you know anything about this product?
I've never had one, no.
Do you know anything about it?
Well, it came from McDonald's and it's in a box.
Okay. It came from McDonald's.
After 2 trips.
So I'm sure you're extra looking forward to this after having to go back a second time to get it. What happened there?
All I can say is it better not be cold.
Well,
You know, you get all the way home and you open up your order, and so
Got everything but what you
everything
really
but
went there.
what we needed, and so, folks, check your McDonald's orders before you leave the parking
all right.
lot.
Have you had this before?
Quite a while ago.
All right.
It's been a number of years.
All right. Again, not typically the type of food that you order.
No.
All right. Go ahead, Mom. Take the first. Tell me. Open it and look at it first.
Oh my.
So,
That looks really messy.
yeah.
And it looks
Has a reputation for
really
that.
big. And it looks rich.
Oh my god. Now it's got barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah,
So,
it looks rich. I'm not your usual barbecue
well, let's go.
patron. All right. Oh my. Goodness sakes.
There's no way to eat this without spilling some.
No, I can
see that.
Oh my.
So-
Sliding off the bun too.
Now, it's not particularly warm. So that's one strike against it.
I don't like it.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like barbecue sauce
That's it?
with something hard. And pickles that go on endlessly.
You like pickles?
I do like pickles, but not with barbecue sauce.
That's fair.
No, I would never buy
So,
this.
give me a score between 0 and 10.
2.
2. You want to take another bite just to make sure?
See if I can upgrade it.
Yeah.
Is it like a fake patty of something?
It's a real patty.
But it's not a rib.
No, that would be
rib
bones.
meat. It's reconstituted rib meat, dear.
It slid completely off my bun. Don't be going to a wedding and order this on your
That's
way.
better than cheese sliding off your cracker, though.
Have them,
Actually-
for your wedding.
It's really large, and
This is like 2 a.m. drunk food.
yeah, that's never.
Yeah,
me.
which was the last time you guys were up at 2 a.m. and drunk?
Well, I'm up at 2 a.m. a lot, just not drunk.
Long time ago.
All
It
right.
might be good just on a plate without the bun.
It is what it is.
And all
You're-
that.
You're not gonna.
All right.
You gonna ask my opinion?
Yes, I was waiting.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
I like it. It is cold.
It's
Yeah.
a man. It's
It
a
needs to
man's-
be warm.
Mine was bigger than yours, and mine's
and
way
it's-
messier than yours too.
I mean, you can taste it's kind of like a pork flavor.
You have yours all put together nicely.
Well, it's because, I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
Yeah, you trashed yours.
what? There was no other way. It was.
Oh, there's
falling-
no other way. How about that way? Look at the two different things.
Yeah. Do you have pickles?
Yeah.
They're the same.
Do you have
Oh.
onion?
Yeah.
Well, look at all this stuff that they have on mine. Look, it was a mess when I got
It
it.
wasn't a trick.
You can
It's
eat
the
it with a
same
fork.
sandwich.
It was a mess when
It's
I
the
got
same
it.
sandwich. All right, what do you get out of 10?
7.
And you're still at a 2?
1.5.
Oh my god. Well, there you have it.
It's a sloppy, messy thing that I would never order in a million years.
Fair enough.
I'd order it again.
All right.
But you can have mine.
We have a differing opinion in the house. All right, there you have it. Old people eating.
Old people eat.
All right, Ben. Mom
I agree.
did not like the McRib.
I agree with her. The McRib is fucking disgusting.
Here's the thing about the McRib, everybody, and everybody needs to know this. Thank you guys for we got 1 laughing face. We got 3 laughing faces. We got a bunch of laughing faces. These are my folks, okay? And they're old. Their palates are meat and potatoes. And that's without salt, pepper, any of that. Very bland taste buds. And there are some hilarious episodes of old people eating coming up in future episodes of this show. If you're watching the show and you want to be on it, I want to have you. You don't have to be an actor. You don't have to be an actress. You don't have to be anybody. You just have to be willing to sit and talk about whatever comes up for 3 hours and be on film. That's it.
For example, I just host a goofy wrestling show called Two Marks and a Spark that is also on this channel. Go watch it. Me and Uncle Russ have done like too many episodes at this point. It's funny, it's goofy, it's silly, but I was on this show for 3 hours last week, and now I've done it twice this week. So there you go.
Yeah, so for those of you that are not aware or new to the show, Ben is filling in for the normal co-host, Frankie J, who is on his second sick day this week. The next show coming up this week is going to be on Friday, and our Friday shows are at 5 p.m. Central Time.
I
instead of
presume
noon.
Frankie will be back for that. Like every impression we've been given is that Frankie will be here
I
Friday.
believe he'll be back, and that one features from a podcast called Movies with the Munsons, which I'm going to be a guest star on for my 4th appearance. Will be in February, and we'll be covering the film career of Woody Harrelson. I was on the Bryan Cranston episode and a couple others, but Kyle Hickman will be here. We only have an hour with him, so he'll be here from 5 to 6 p.m. on a regular scheduled 3-hour show that we do, and that is on Friday, January 23rd, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please, if you want to be on the show, I want to have you. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Tina, the more women, the better, because we haven't had an opportunity to talk to any. This is only episode number 7, but I will reach out to you for sure, because she's down to clown. I think that sounds fun to me.
Not
So,
to do another shameless self plug, but I also stream over on Twitch twice a week.
Ben Games, right?
Twitch.tv/BenGames99. All of my art is done by a very good friend of mine who completely redid everything on the production side of my stream. It looks great now, and she's redoing it again. So if you like seeing cool production value stuff, there's a bunch of it over there. All of it is hand done by my artist. It's fantastic. Yeah, he's got the logo. Where did you even get that? I think I sent it to you. Oh yeah. I know why I sent that to you now. I forgot, but I remember now.
I'm at the ready, guy. That's what I do.
Damon has an archive of like everything I've ever sent him. It's almost impressive.
Almost impressive.
If a little creepy. Damon, what do you want to talk about, buddy? We've still got like 30 minutes. That is a Chicago dog.
That's a Chicago dog. I vow to bring up Chicago dogs on every show because I just feel like
Frankie brings up Pink.
Look at this. Well, we have a couple things that we always like to talk about. The Chicago dog, guys, features these amazing sport peppers. You can see it's on a poppy seed bun. It's got celery salt, tomato wedges, diced onions, this electric green relish over a bevy of mustard and an all-beef hot dog. What's better than a Chicago dog? I want that right now. You guys, nice dog, right?
I misread that as nice hog for a second. That was concerning.
Yeah, so, and here's the thing. Matt says this perfectly. He says, first time I've been on while you're live. You might see that this show is running all the time. And that's because we're trying to get out there. So we, like, this episode, once it's done, it will air again tonight at 7 o'clock, and people will think it's live, and they'll try and comment, and they won't be able... They'll still be able to, but they won't have the interaction quite that they have. So just to clear it up, when we can, and we're not committed to making this, happen all the time or we'll feel bad about it, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday and Wednesdays are at noon Central Standard Time, and the Friday show is always a little bit later. It'll be 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. Ben.
What?
We got some history to talk about. All right?
You must have more today because you're bringing this up earlier than you did Monday.
Am I? I feel like we're late in the game. We only got 22 minutes of the show left.
Yeah, you brought this up with 12 minutes left Monday.
Oh, well, how did I fit all that in?
Because you didn't have much.
Well, I don't know that I have many more than today, but let's get to it, all right? Because some of the things are important. On this day, today in history, we have, and you guys, I want to clear the record here. Because some of you are like, that's not an original idea. And it might not be an original idea. But here's the deal. I have been giving historical facts on this show since day one. And if you ever watched my show that I did on Twitter, which was a music show, in between the songs, I would, and this is 3 years ago, guys.
I remember this.
I would give all of historical, everything that I could find on that day. So I've been doing this a while. So I just want to clear that up. 1789, Ben.
Huh?
A first edition copy of The Power of Sympathy by William Hill Brown is published. Why is that significant? Any ideas?
This is a nothing burger to me. I got nothing.
Well, it's considered the first American novel due to its historical significance. 1789. The first edition can be valued of this book. Any ideas?
No.
Now, just so we're clear, this will be considered the first American novel published by an American author in the United States in 1789. If you happened upon a first pressing of this book, again called The Power of Sympathy, you'd be looking at about $18,000. How do you feel about
Well,
that? You like books now?
no.
No, books are amazing.
And I do think this is a problem. The importance of literature has declined increasingly in the last 20 years, and it is only going down further.
Can you? Well, I feel like you have these doom gloom takes on everything. Is
No,
there anything? Is there anything that's going up now?
well, it's
Anything
certainly
that's on
not the American
rise?
political climate. That's certainly not it.
Well, I would argue that it is going up.
In flames, yeah.
Fair point, but like you could say, films are declining. But
Yep.
are we running out of ideas? Is that the problem?
It's all there's a law of diminishing returns with everything. That there is no exception to that law. Everything has a diminishing return eventually. I think what you're seeing in the film industry is over corporatization and mass fucking brain melt, which is just a basic idea of it's a bunch of corporate yes men just saying yes to every sequel of the same movie you've seen 14 times. Look at what they've done to Marvel. Look at what they're going to do probably to DC unless James Gunn can keep this thing on track, which who knows if he can. He's done a good job so far. I'm not saying anything against him here.
Okay.
But you inevitably you are going to run into the same problem Marvel has for DC. You're going to run into the same problem.
So what's going on with books? Why are books declining?
That goes back to the American education system being in the shit show that it's in, and I could talk about that for 3 hours if I had to. I'd probably piss a bunch of people off telling you the truth, but the fact is the American education system does not value literature. It doesn't. They say they do, and they tell you they do, and they lie to your face. They don't care. Period.
Yeah. Good point.
But like the American education system has fallen so far, and I go back to the newsroom clip all the time from the first episode. They're at this conference, and this guy's like, if America's the greatest country in the world, then why the fuck are we so low in every educational metric? And I'm summing up what he said. Go watch it if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Jeff Daniels.
In arguably his best role, by the way.
Yeah.
In one of...
Why are we the best country? We're not, okay?
we're not. Point blank, we're not. Jeff Daniels is fantastic. That show is fantastic. It's got like 13 top 5 television moments ever.
No, that one monologue is very powerful, and it almost feels like the writing of Aaron Sorkin. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he wrote The Newsroom. He wrote The West Wing. He's
look at you. Look, never
pretty
seen
much
Shawshank,
blackballed out of Hollywood for 100 different reasons, but...
Is he?
Yeah.
I feel like he's the hot ticket, dude. If I was going to make something and make a movie, I want it to be written by...
I mean, the reason people don't like Aaron Sorkin is because he's not afraid to mindfuck you. That's why people don't like him.
Why don't people like Aaron Sorkin? Let's find out.
People criticize him for all sorts of
Why do
different
people
reasons.
hate Aaron Sorkin's work? People dislike Aaron Sorkin for his distinctive stylized dialogue, often seen as unrealistic or overly clever. Sorkinese.
Sorkinese. I forgot about Sorkinese.
Characters that sound like mouthpieces for his own views, especially preachy or know-it-all types. Repetitive narrative structures and a perceived lack of depth in female characters. Though some find his idealistic visions appealing, criticisms center on heavy-handedness, lack of subtext, sacrificing characters' realism for witty banter, and a certain smugness particularly evident in his own public persona.
That is the most AI recap I've ever fucking heard.
Is that true, though?
it is true specifically on the lack of female character depth.
I can see where, they did all but say he's preaching liberalism in his words. They all but said that. And
Which he
for
is,
one-
but he doesn't deny that.
No, I for one appreciate that.
He has
in
he
shows
has
like The West
outright
Wing.
said, yeah, that's what I'm doing. He's been accused of it, but it's the same thing that AJ said earlier, where they accuse him of doing something, and he's like, oh, I might as well fucking do it if you're going to accuse me of it anyway.
Right. Anyway, first American novel, 1789. If you somehow stumble across a copy, my birthday's in September. I will definitely take that and sell it for $18,000.
You could probably get more for it by then.
1793, and we talked about this Monday because that's when he was convicted. But today, Friday, or no, I'm sorry, we talked
It's
about
Wednesday.
this Friday. We talked about this Friday, 5 days later. Wednesday is the day that King Louis XVI actually is beheaded by guillotine in Paris for high treason. So Friday, they're like, yeah, you did it. We're going to kill you. Here it is, Wednesday. He walks to the platform, Ben, and he starts giving his final words, which are words of forgiveness, saying, I understand why y'all are going to kill me, only to be interrupted by the drumming. And then he got cut off by the drumming, and then he got cut off by the guillotine. So he never fully got to give his full regards to... He never got to be like, suck my dick. He never got to do any of that shit.
Wouldn't it have been hilarious if his last words were suck my fucking dick?
Yeah, dude.
Like, I hope those are my last words, dude. I hope if I ever die in some fucking awful, brutal fashion, I hope my last words are
Would you be
suck my
talking?
fucking dick.
Oh,
Oh, I hope nobody clips that. Oh my god.
I have to clip that.
If
That's a
you,
moment.
if you clip that, I will probably play it on my Twitch stream on Friday.
Well, yeah, you gotta. What would your last words be, chat? Let us
If
know.
you were about to be guillotined.
Yeah, if you were about to be guillotined for high treason against your own country.
Fun fact, France was still using the guillotine up until like the mid 1960s.
Yeah, that's nuts. All right. Sorry, we got a little laughy there. This one's a serious one, dude. 1831. All right.
Okay.
You have Ohio, the state of Ohio. And I brought this up because there's a couple ladies that join us normally from Ohio. You have Deb and you have Sue. And then who knows, there might be others from Ohio. But there's a thing called black laws in 1831. And Ohio required proof of freedom and costly bonds in order to live and work in the state of Ohio. And on January 21st, 1831, local prejudice in Portsmouth, Ohio, reached a breaking point. White citizens openly declared their intent to rid the town of its black population, and under pressure from local authorities enforcing the black laws, roughly 80 black residents were forced to leave Portsmouth.
That is fucked up.
Rather
Also,
than simply choosing to leave, Ben, these men, women, and children were essentially deported or coerced out of their homes because they could not meet the restrictive legal requirements and were no longer welcome in the community. Local newspapers at the time explicitly stated that the town was taking action to free the town of its colored population.
that's
What the
fucking-
fuck, Ohio, dude? Come on.
Also, can we put Tina's comment on screen? This is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Dude, you know what you sound like? Have you ever seen the end of Predator?
No.
When Schwarzenegger is standing there and he beats the Predator, he puts in this code in his wrist, and then Schwarzenegger looks at it and he's like, "Oh shit, that's a timer going down." And then the thing just laughs exactly like you just thought.
Okay. I think you need to get Tina on the show specifically for that comment that's on the screen right now, and nothing. I don't care about anything else. Like, that's guest worthy on its own. You write
She's
that.
been hands down the greatest commenter I've ever had on the show. Let's get Matt in here. Is this true? Fact check us, somebody. Was Louis the 16th the one that invented the guillotine that allowed him to give head?
I'm looking up who invented the guillotine. Hold on. We're
Sounds
probably
right. That sounds right to me. And since I can't say that we're not a fact-giving show, because that's literally what we do at the end of every show, is we don't want to get it wrong. But that sounds right. It sounds right.
Yeah, it was Louis the 16th that implemented it.
Wow. That's a slow clap for that knowledge, and then the comment that followed.
We're gonna run into overtime if we're not careful here.
Shut up. We can just end whenever we want to end. I mean, the show has to get to 3 hours, kind of, but it doesn't really have to. It could go over, certainly. 1846, Charles Dickens' first edition of his newspaper, The Daily News, was published. Charles Dickens being, of course, famous American author. That was 1846. Almost 100 years. Well, not quite 100 years, but 50 years after the first novel was published. All right. You know who Houdini is, Ben?
Yeah, kind of. Why?
Well, he was a renowned escape artist. His name was Eric Weiss. He was born Eric Weiss. Well, 1903, this Harry Houdini cat, on this day, January 21st, performed one of his early publicized jailbreaks in Amsterdam. He escaped from the Halvesmanstige police station. Halvesmanstige. I can't really pronounce it, but he escaped after being locked in a cell by the local authorities after challenging them, saying, "You guys can lock me in your worst of the worst and I will get out." And he was notorious for doing this all across Europe. He would go country to country, city to city, state to state, and challenge the authorities to lock him up. And he would always find a way out. And he became known as the Handcuff King, which there's a joke in there somewhere.
That sounds like a kink.
The Handcuff King. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Do you know who Poirot is?
Pedro Porro? He plays
Not a soccer player. No. Poirot.
No.
Poirot was a character made famous in novels by Agatha Christie. On January 21st, 1921, I believe it was, Agatha Christie published her first novel, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, and it featured the character Poirot. Interesting. If you're a fan of that sort of thing. 1954, the first nuclear-powered submarine, the USS Nautilus, is launched on the Thames River in Connecticut. 1954, the first NBA All-Star game in history to go into overtime was played. They didn't know what to do. The game was tied at the end of regulation, so they came up with this overtime structure. Bob Cousy scored 10 points in that overtime period that gave the East a 98-93 win over the West and solidified him as MVP of that game.
That was at the Garden, by the way.
Yes. At the Garden.
I just thought that'd be a fun fact.
1977, Ben, on today's date, Jimmy Carter pardons all Vietnam War draft evaders.
Quite famously, actually, he does
Quite
this.
famously, quite controversially. Anytime you
Especially at
pardon,
the time.
it's going to be interesting because I put this in today's packet because on January 21st of 2025, famously Donald Trump pardoned all of the January 6th rioters. When I say rioters, I'm not going to say insurrectionists because I don't want to trip anybody's triggers.
Fuck, I will.
That's fine. You can. But we all saw what happened. We know better. This is not the same thing. Although, pardoning anybody for any reason is usually an unpopular thing.
Yep.
The reason this particularly was controversial is it undermined those who fought in Vietnam. Those who actually went over there and fought and died. And others thought that it didn't go far enough to reconcile the nation after such a polarizing war. So, as it were. But that was the first, inauguration day is January 21st. So, the first day of his inauguration, he pardoned Vietnam War draft evaders.
We need
That
to
would
put
have
Tina's
included
comment
the
on screen
likes-
again.
That would have included the likes of Muhammad Ali. What's that?
Look at Tina's newest comment. We need to put this on screen again. This is fucking incredible.
I forget that you can't.
I can't do anything, dude.
No, that's the way I like it.
Tina's on an all-time chatter run right now of just banger after banger.
It's banger after banger. You're right.
Yeah.
We got to get her on the show for sure. Tina, we'll talk and we'll figure out some things that we can talk about. Other than just sit here and BS for 3 hours because we.
I won't be
easily-
here. Just a
we
fair
can
warning.
easily-
I won't
could
be here
easily do
unless
that.
you harass Damon into it. It's gonna be Frankie, not me. So
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, what do we got now? We're getting there, Ben. We got 2 minutes on the clock. Can we get it done? Yes, we can.
probably not.
1978, Saturday Night Fever, an album by the Bee Gees, goes #1 and it stays there for 24 weeks. 1987, jazz musician B.B. King, jazz blues musician B.B. King, donates all 7,000 of his record collection to the University of Mississippi. 1992, Bill Cowher becomes the second head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second since 1970, which was Chuck Noll, and he relieved himself after winning the Super Bowl with Big Ben and the Bus. And the third coach in the history of the team, Mike Tomlin, took over, and he was recently, well, he wasn't released, he stepped down. So in the 56-year history now of the organization, they'll be looking for only their fourth head coach. That's crazy.
And I can guarantee you this new guy's not going to last as long as any of
You
those.
can't guarantee it, but it's not very likely. All right.
Well, look at the guys
2017,
they're looking at.
I got to get through this. 2017, more than 2 million women. Women strong. More than 2 million women protest against Donald Trump at the Women's March, January 21st, 2017. 500,000 of them alone were in Washington, D.C. And just to give you some perspective on what that is, that is women standing up against a rapist that we elected president. And that is a partial look at the 500,000 beautiful souls who said, fuck that shit. And I love every one of them. I love every one of them for it. What are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Okay? Because something's got to be done. We are at the 3 o'clock hour. This show slammed by. You guys in the comments were brilliant. There's a lot of people still watching. I'm so happy that you made it with us. Even after AJ dropped out, you stayed with us and you kept us going. I do have one final thing.
I made a lot of kink jokes.
Yeah. Just to continue on the amazing women trend. In 2021, on January 21st, Avril Haines was sworn in as the first female U.S. Director of National Intelligence. And she was
Tar
sworn
and
in
feather 'em.
by
I
first
agree, Andrew.
female Vice President Kamala Harris. Oh, how sweet it is to be led by women. That's all I have to say. What a great show. Thank you guys so much for everything. Friends till the very end. Aaron Gum. Cannot wait to talk to him next week. It's going to be amazing. AJ said he would have stayed longer, but he had to poop. Probably because his wife was stuffing him full of food. And remember, Friday afternoon, we have the one and only Kyle Hickman joining us from the podcast The Munsons at the Movies. Ben,
Yep.
that's the show. Thank you again for filling in for Frankie J. Everybody that stayed with us, you get one more cough out of me. And a very heartfelt thank you for sticking around. And we'll see you later. And now I gotta find how to. Oh, there's the. I could have gonged people when we were on the show. I could have laughed a little bit more. I could have played the drum roll when I was talking about the headless. Damn it. All right. Anyway.
That might have been a little tasteless. Anyway, roll the
I'm
music.
Dames Marvs for Ben Shrewsbury and Frankie J. We out.